Welcome to the Suplex Sports Podcast. This is your boy Mish, and I am joined on the Suplex Sports Podcast by my co-host Big Unc J. Jones and Big Unc ICEEBoston.
I.C.E.B.O.S. to the T.O.N.
We in full effect as this is the NFL 2024 season preview. As the first game of the season has already jumped off last night with the Baltimore Ravens versus the Kansas City Chiefs, with the Kansas City Chiefs taking the game 27-20. Lamar Jackson with a heroic effort towards the end and throwing a touchdown pass to tight end Isaiah Likely, which was about 2 inches over the line, which made him out of bounds, which would have essentially tied the game. And it looked like Harbaugh was going for 2. Fellas, what is your thoughts about the game last night? Lamar Jackson, Derrick Henry.
Well, to me,
Ice.
I'll just chime in real quick, okay? Because not that I'm a Lamar Jackson hater or nothing like that, but like, let's just say, so far they have lost 6 out of 7 to Kansas City. So it doesn't matter if Derrick Henry's there. It doesn't matter if they change coaches. It's the style that they play when they play against teams that have high volume scoring. They try to match the high volume scoring, opposed to trying to keep the score down by running the ball, by RPOs, by doing all the things, snaps on the center, opposed to having in the shotgun. The shotgun is very good for like young college players, but if you got a running back and you run on the center, you can do so many different things, and you have to be able to hold the linebackers. And last year's game, same results. The year before that, same results. They've lost 6 out of 7. And how do you change that? You're the MVP 2 times. How do you change losing 6 out of 7? Mahomes is, granted, he's the best quarterback in the game, but somehow Joe Burrow beat him. And somehow, obviously Tom Terrific beat him. So there's a method to the madness, but you can't try to emulate what he does on your side of the ball. You gotta do what you do.
Absolutely, I think so as well, man. It was a lot of it was. I'm not gonna say uncharacteristic Lamar, but it just tells me, man, he can't get over that proverbial hump just yet. Jay, what you see from it?
I mean, just to add on what I said, it's simple. You got a wrecking ball in the backfield. I don't even know how many carries he had last night, but he should have had about 10 more carries. You shouldn't want to tackle him in the fourth quarter. Like we said, taking nothing from Lamar. Great athlete, great quarterback. But if Lamar's passing more than 15 times a game, then his offensive coordinator is not doing him justice. You got Derrick Henry in the backfield, the one missing piece you were looking for. That game looked like the game they lost last year, where they only ran 6 times in the second half. I mean, give him the ball. That's what you got him for. Right. Feed him the ball. Make him not want to tackle him in the end. That's the idea. That was the whole point of getting him. And it was just a whole points throughout the game. I'm like, damn, where's Derrick Henry at? Well, I mean, come on, man. How come y'all giving Derrick Henry the ball? You should have got a full dose. You should have put him on display last night. And all they did was give him a glimpse.
That's it. I would give you a full dose.
Display. You got a full dose.
Let you all know this is not the same team you just played in a championship game. We have evolved. We got our act together. How about you?
Like you said, it's one thing to be in the shotgun, and even if you know what's coming, you're on the center. It's 3rd and 2. You still got to stop it.
Got to.
You got to stop it. Run it till they stop it.
But you had to have also a dog in the fight. Now, let's just say if I lost to a team 6 out of 7 times, and it's ring night, there's a lot of things that's going on. KC's dealing with family stuff, tickets, all this stuff on their heads. They got all these things going on.
Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift's up there with the Swifties. They got all this stuff going on. And you have that bitter taste in your mouth from last year. Where's the dog at? Where's the dog at?
Yeah.
You know, we seen that they can come back because they did, but why should you be coming back when you should be actually controlling the game with the running? The running game should be controlling the game.
You got first punch.
You got two runners. You got one that can run from the quarterback position, and you got a beast out the backfield that's built to beat bodies up. Fourth quarter, there should be sore tongues hanging out. They should have been like, this is a KC defense. They should have been in ice baths, all kind of things. You know, before the game was over.
Right.
Ice bath for me. They should have been ordering the ice bath.
Like the famous line of Predator. There's something out there, and he ain't no man.
They turned him into this a normal running back. Which
he just looked completely normal, not the smash and the bruiser that we thought that was gonna come into the first game. Punch you in the face, make your mark. It was uncharacteristic, man.
But then you have to look on the other side of the ball too. You gotta give KC.
You have to.
Credit,
bro,
because
nobody. Every time a team goes down 3 points or 7 points against Kansas City, it's panic mode. Everybody gets in panic mode. Nobody wants to fall behind.
Hold on, 1 second. Does that remind you of the team?
Yeah, it does.
Does it remind you of the team?
Reminds me of somebody not that long ago.
There's people in Atlanta, Georgia right now going, yeah, that reminds me of a team.
I just couldn't resist, They couldn't let it go.
That's right. It'll never be let go around here. That's right.
They pulled me right back.
That's it.
But just to be on topic though, it's like, you know, KC is well coached. They plug and play.
Even Pacheco was.
But they plug and play though. Like you know, they've had many pieces. That's missing, and they replace those pieces.
Absolutely.
And they still win.
Even the offensive line.
Time out. Does it remind you of a team?
Yeah, it does.
Remind me of a team. Remind you of a team.
Moving right
along. Does sure enough do.
But it just shows you that like how consistency wins in football. Like you have a consistent coaching staff, you have a consistent coach, you have your quarterback is healthy because that's the most important thing. They never have to play really with Mahomes, and Mahomes, I give him, he's a warrior. If he will be on one leg out there.
He took some shots. Man.
Yeah,
he's still out there.
If you remember in the Tampa Bay game, they beat him till he couldn't beat him no more, and he still kept coming. That's a warrior, man. That's a warrior, man.
He's something I haven't seen before.
I mean,
I have seen before.
And he didn't have a line that year.
No. I only seen, like I said, Joe Burrow is the only one that I see that can go at him, go at KC, and not afraid. Not afraid. Because if you remember, they should have beat him twice.
Yes.
But that hit out of bounds. If you remember,
get a 15-yard penalty.
Get a 15-yard penalty. I mean, so you can. Joe Burrow's the only one that I know because Allen can't do it. Tua can't do it. So far, there's no other teams in the league that can go toe for toe with him in the playoffs. Regular season is different.
Right.
That playoff animal is absolutely tremendous, man. He will do whatever it takes. Throw the ball behind his back. He will do like hook shots. I mean, he's out there. Oh shit!
He gonna leave it on the field.
My big. He even does that sometimes too.
Mind you, somebody done it. Do whatever it took to win. Don't leave no time on the clock for him.
No time.
No, can't leave no time on the clock for Mahomes.
No time.
But it was
now Jackson could have started his own, you know, comeback lore last night.
Oh yeah, he could. Oh.
He had a chance to actually start his own comeback lore.
Twice. He missed a few passes. I mean, it shouldn't have come down to that.
No, it shouldn't
have come down to that.
No,
but he could have
that Zay Flowers pass.
Right.
Yeah.
That would have been it.
Right.
He could have, because like sometimes, like, you know, the great players, okay, he is a great player. He won 2 MVPs, so you can't take it away from him. But sometimes that player is judged by that last 2 minutes.
Yeah.
You know, that's why when you say, you know, like you see the guys on the sidelines, that Tom Brady's on the other side, man. Just don't say nothing yet. Or they'll say, oh, Mahomes is there on the other side. Don't say nothing yet.
No, you can't.
And Mahomes didn't even 13 seconds. One playoff game, did he?
That's it.
13. 13
Ask the
seconds.
Bills.
So
Yeah, ask the Bills.
How much you need in the Super Bowl?
Yeah. Wasn't much.
wasn't much. You know?
Yeah, so I just think that, like, you know, players like Mahomes take advantage of it and players like Jackson don't. And that's the reason why they'll always be kind of typecast until they do it. I mean, we went through it here with the Celtics, if you remember. Oh, they can't beat nobody, they can't break through, they can't whatever. Now you have Mahomes is the one that's holding everyone back. I mean, you can ask Karl Malone, Charles Barkley. I mean, because this is equivalent to Allen, Tua, Burrow. All these quarterbacks are now like, are we Peyton Manning? Because you are. You Peyton Manning out here until you break through.
Purdy.
Yeah, they're all Peyton Manning until you break through. Because no matter how good you are, no matter how good your team is, you are going to be that.
It's not only about breaking through. It's breaking through when it counts.
You gotta break. Hey, you gotta get a chip, man.
Clutch.
What playoffs?
Yeah, you gotta get a chip.
You gotta beat a man. You gotta beat the man. You can beat the man in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Then we can move forward.
Because once
regular season is called regular season.
Because once again, if you look at KC, I mean, they're gonna sweep the division. There's nobody there. Denver, okay. Chargers, okay. We know what they do every year, even with a new coach. Okay.
Hardball at that.
Oakland, okay. So you figure that's 8 wins right there. At least 7. 7-1 in your division. Okay? And that's what the AFC West?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Only people that are challenged him is the Raiders, if you want to call that a challenge. I mean, as far as being in second place, we'll say that.
But we'll get into it as we go ahead and make the pivot. We're gonna go ahead and get into all 32 NFL teams. We already took care of 2 basically thus far, but we'll circle back again and give you win-loss predictions, all that good stuff. But first and foremost, we're gonna start off with the NFC North Division. We already talked about the Ravens. Ravens are now on 1. Ravens are definitely locked for the playoffs.
Yeah. They're a playoff team.
Okay.
They're a playoff team.
What do you think the Super Bowl odds are right now?
I think after the loss last night, first game, I would probably right now, I would have to put them in the top 4. I would give them top 4.
Yeah, that's pretty fair.
I'll give them top 4. But the only thing is that their division with Pittsburgh, you got the Browns,
Bengals,
and the Bengals.
Yeah.
And you're playing a very tough division that know each other. So you started off 0-1 so far, but it's not a division loss.
No.
Right. It's a conference loss.
It's a conference loss, not a division.
It's not a division.
Absolutely. Yeah. So you won't see KC again until you get to the playoffs. No. If you make the playoffs and that's how things align, that's how it's set up.
Right.
What you think about the Ravens, huh?
I'll say by what, like I said, they'll be in the mix, but it depends on, they got to change their identity. The identity has to change. What you saw last night they can't do that all season. It's not going to work. What did you get him for? You better have them coming in saying, well, first of all, we got to stop Henry. You know? Just to carry on saying, I just had a brain thought, which was, if you remember Pittsburgh, they had the bus. What was the bus doing?
Busting it.
Yeah.
What was the bus doing?
Taking them for a ride.
What was Roethlisberger doing?
Big ride. Taking them for a ride.
Yeah.
You know? And like you said, even when you knew what was coming,
round and round,
can you stop it?
Round and round, yeah.
You know, can you stop it?
But when Jerome was going,
and
he was laying out safeties.
And that's
linebackers.
3rd and 1 was automatic. 3rd and 1 was like the tush push.
And that's kind of like,
what I mean? So,
and that's kind of like what the Ravens have to like resort back. They have to morph into that kind of team where it's a running team first, and a passing team second.
Right.
You cannot rely on, just like Jay said, John, you can't rely on 25 passes from Jackson.
15, now, he's good. Now, he's in his realm.
For example, if you take Burrow, you say, oh, well, if Burrow ain't threw it 25, 30 times, they probably lose.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's the difference between the both teams. It's like you have a passing quarterback that's accurate and that has weapons, and that's what his job is, to hit those weapons. Where you have a running team that don't believe they're a running team yet. They think they're a passing team because they're trying to evolve the quarterback into a passer when that's not his
forte. It's too late for that, basically. If that's what it was, y'all should have been worked on.
If I'm not mistaken, weren't they the top running team last year?
Yeah,
they were.
But you'll never guess it. You'll never guess it from last night and from the championship game.
The last game we saw.
Like, huh?
The last game we saw.
Come on, man. You gotta be way better.
No, they gotta get even balanced attack is essentially what Baltimore needs to sustain themselves going forward.
You know what? Just that little bit of conversation. I said top 4. I'm gonna go 6. I'm gonna go 6.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go 6.
That's what I was gonna say.
I'm gonna go 6. I'm gonna go 6. I have to go 6 now because
I didn't see anything different.
Because I got more faith in the Bengals than I do the Ravens.
I have to go 6.
And they ain't even played the game yet.
I have to go 6.
You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, I have to go 6 because I think that the Bengals will probably win the division.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's get into the Bengals. Back at it. T. Higgins, Jamar.
Chase is back.
Chase is back. Higgins last year.
He's playing for a contract.
Mixon's out. Zach Mawson.
Yeah.
There's a few changes back there in terms of offense, but the offensive line looks pretty solidified.
Yeah.
See, they added Trent Brown in the offseason as well.
Yeah.
I think it's essentially since he's the loser in that regard, in that respect.
Yeah.
Granted that he sees Lamar twice in a year. I don't want to, considering from what we've seen, I don't want to bet against Burrow right now.
In that division, I would have to go with Burrow because I don't trust Deshaun. Ever since Deshaun had the deep muscle massages, he hasn't been the same. I mean, and maybe that should be a testament to deep muscle massages.
No, deep tissue massages.
There's something to his rotator cuff or something.
Because in that division, I'll take the Bengals, but I will say that Pittsburgh would be a spoiler, but they won't be in the hunt because they have one of the toughest schedules of all the teams in that division. They play all the divisional games last.
Yeah.
That is a gauntlet.
Yeah.
That is a gauntlet.
Yeah.
I mean, when you gotta play, Cleveland, Bengals, it's one thing to play your division games first. You go, okay, well, we got split here and there.
Right.
But when you got and you're still working on quarterback position, I have to put the Pittsburgh 4th in that division.
Yeah.
I just have to because you're working on a quarterback position. You don't know if you want, one or the other right now. You don't know.
Right.
Well, let's stick with Cincy. We're going to get to Pittsburgh.
Okay.
Let's stick with Cincy. Jay, Cincy.
Cincy, like I said, they're pretty consistent. The defense is good. You know what I'm saying? They're going to be in the hunt. Like I said, I give them
healthy.
Yeah.
A healthy Burrow.
Healthy Burrow. He's going to pass it around. He got different weapons. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't stick to one player. He passes it around pretty good. They're gonna be something to reckon with, bar injuries, which goes for anybody.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
And he has that dog in him.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Burrow, Joe Cool,
he
man.
ain't scared.
Yeah, he has that dog. He has that dog in him.
Got ice in his veins.
He definitely has a dog in him. No
ice in his veins, bro. Going into Pittsburgh, Fields, Russell. You paid Russie the bag in the off season. You make a trade for Fields. You know what I'm saying? You got Najee Warren coming back. Pickens is now the number 1.
Washington's gone.
Johnson.
No, I'm sorry.
Deontay Johnson's gone.
Johnson's gone. Yes.
Deontay Johnson's gone. You still got Freiermuth at tight end.
You got 4th place.
and like you said, like I said, listen, if you don't. Straight to the chase.
Got 4 plays. But you know, they ain't even getting out the gate. Yeah, you got 4 plays.
Like you said, if you don't listen, you better start out 8-0 with those non-divisional games and be like, oh, okay, well look at Pittsburgh because after week 10, it's gonna get rough. It's gonna get You know, you might like how teams you play in your division. You might play them 2 weeks later.
You're
gonna be doing a couple teams like that.
Back. So that's a gauntlet.
You better start out about 8-1.
Oh, you got to.
You got to.
Because you don't end up finish bad on the back end.
Right.
Of that.
And as they say, if you have 2 quarterbacks,
you got 2 problems.
You got none.
Yeah. You got 2. There you go. You got 2 quarterbacks. You got 2 problems, or you got none.
You got none.
I mean, you pay Russie.
Yeah.
I mean,
but you can't. But at the same time, though,
you can't.
If you run an offense for Russ,
you know what he's gonna do.
You can't say Fields come in and run that same offense. See, that's gonna be an adjustment. So if you do that, Russ is starting. It's gonna be Russ's offense, and Russ right now is limited. He's not the Russ that threw the ball away.
No,
and, I mean, he's not that Russ right now.
What Russ you getting? You getting that's right. You getting that Russ? You finna get garbage. You better get this Russ that.
It's gonna be a long ride. If you
better get let's establish the run and let me work off of that because but Pittsburgh, this play action is gonna work for them. So he better let that work for him. Let Najee Harris bounce back. He had a decent season last year. A lot of people wrote him off. I think he's gonna do some work this year.
Or you're gonna get the Butler Russ.
Or you're gonna get the like I said, man.
Third down and 1. From the 1.
You went hard on that O-line. You talking about the O-line last year, man. There ain't no excuses this year for Najee.
None.
No.
Not on my.
But like I said, like you gave him a hard time last year, but I said, listen, running back is only good as the line in front of him.
That's it. That's you was preaching.
This year,
but you had Warren that was producing more than what Najee was doing with the same O-line.
Sometimes, okay, but you have to look at those critical times when it's different points in the game. You know, if it's 4th quarter, he's out there dancing like a water bug. I don't really count that as when you can't produce in the 2nd quarter because you know what I'm saying. It's give and take a little bit. I understand what you're saying, but you know,
the Pittsburgh Steelers have a DNA.
Right.
They have a DNA,
and it's never changed.
There's no skitter scatter patter data. It is hit the hole and hit it hard.
Even back to Franco days.
Hit it hard.
Yeah. It's never changed.
When you start doing the 2-step, it's over.
Even when Cordell was there, run first.
2 steps, it's over.
Still run. It's always been run first.
It's been a running team.
Since Cowher.
Always run. That's their DNA, man. That's their DNA. They have to. They have the big hogs up front, and we're blocking for my running back. That's what they do. And then with a quarterback, like I said, which one are you gonna get? The Butler, or are you gonna get the one that won the Super Bowl?
That's right.
Which one are you gonna get? What are you gonna get, man? Because
you better not get the Broncos. Let's ride.
Yeah, because to be honest, like they're gonna be in every game because the defense is good. They're gonna be in every game.
Yeah, their defense is dangerous.
But they're gonna be worn out, or at least by the next second half of the season, they're gonna be worn out because they're gonna play the gauntlet of their own division every week. I mean, I saw their schedule and I'm like, man, this is like this is a first place schedule.
Right.
I mean, well, other than the Patriots,
right?
The Patriots have a same issue.
Right.
Their only 2 wins could be the Titans.
Yeah.
And the Cardinals.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it, bro.
That's it. But as far as the as far as I would go with Bengals. I would go with Bengals, Browns.
The only thing keeping the Browns in it is their defense.
Yeah,
well, let's go on to the Browns.
Well, we've seen last year with a guy that came off the couch, man.
Oh, Joe Flacco?
Right. Plug and play.
Right.
Listen.
Right.
Plug and play. I mean, Deshaun just has to be half a Joe. Okay, answer me this question. Can Deshaun be a Joe Flacco? Can he just be Flacco? Can he just be Flacco? Not the Deshaun from Houston, just Flacco.
Let's hope so.
I'm just saying, can he just be
That's all
Flacco?
he needs to do.
Just to be Flacco.
And just weather the storm until you get Chubb back. When you get Chubb back, you take that monkey off your back.
But Flacco was poised
but I'm saying
43 times a game.
But just Flacco, come on, man. This guy got paid how much?
$250 million guaranteed. $225 guaranteed.
Guaranteed. Are you trying to tell me that he can't be a Flacco?
Guaranteed, like no taxes.
I mean, come on. I mean,
straight cash, baby.
Come on, man. Flacco came off the hammock.
Yeah.
Flacco was in the hammock, like he came off the hammock and ball.
Yeah.
Can he just be? If he could be a Flacco, they can go far. Just Flacco. I'm not talking about we know he's really gifted, but he hasn't shown that in the last few years. But can he just be Flacco?
That's it. Yeah.
If he can be Flacco, they can be either first or second in that division. They can give the Ravens a run.
Weather the storm until Chubb gets back. And then your game.
Actually, he's on a Publix now.
Yeah, he got to miss the fourth game.
Yeah.
But once he get him back, you go back to your play action.
Well, you still good. You got Jerome Ford.
Right. No. I'm just saying. But you got a top notch defense.
Yeah.
Let it work for you.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I mean, because I kind of agree with Young. It's like, you don't have to do a whole lot because Flacco didn't run. Flacco just hit the open man. That just dump off whatever it takes just to get to the point where you can say, Chubb,
there you go.
Well, they're gonna ease Chubb in. I don't really see Chubb going Chubb mode until about maybe week 7, week 8.
Yeah, you don't need him to.
You don't need him to. I mean, you still got Jerome there as well.
But you can't lose ground.
You won't lose ground.
Can't lose ground.
I want to see. I think the main factor out of that offense is going to be Jerry Jeudy. Now we've seen Jerry Jeudy the last 3 years in Denver. With Jerry Jeudy bringing to the table for Cleveland.
Once again, which Jerry Jeudy you gonna get?
Jerry Jeudy you get?
Before you say Jeudy, Cooper got to do his part too. Now.
Okay, we all know what Amari. We know what Amari bringing to the table.
But Amari already got his chips cashed in. We know.
Right.
But Jeudy
has not
question mark.
He has not carved out that goal where we thought he would have carved it out.
Only thing he good for is having a verbal assault or verbal abuse.
Yeah.
Conversation with Steve Smith. That's it.
I mean, we're not, like I said, when it comes down to Jeudy, I'm not sure what Jeudy is because the simple fact that, is it the Jeudy that Stidham was throwing to him? I don't know which one he is. Because Denver really hasn't had a quarterback.
No, they haven't in quite some time now.
They haven't had a quarterback.
Right. Steady.
They
haven't had a quarterback. So I don't know which Jeudy you're gonna get.
They had a quarterback since Peyton.
Yeah, I don't know what Jeudy is.
Yeah, that was the last one. Yeah.
I don't know what Jeudy is. I mean, do anyone know what Jeudy is? But I know teams wanted to trade for him and stuff like that. But everyone got cold feet. So I don't know.
Because you don't know what you're unlocking. You don't. You don't know what's coming up Pandora's box with him.
Because that talent thing is one thing, and potential. Well, there's a whole lot of guys that get drafted that got potential.
And my old coach used to say, God rest his soul, potential, and that's just paperwork.
Yeah.
That's just paperwork, bro.
Yeah, we got, like I said, you have to really, when it comes to Cleveland, I just think that Amari would drive the passing game because he's consistent. Right. He just says He's a precise route runner.
And they got Njoku as well, man.
Njoku's a good tight end.
He's pretty solid.
Good tight end. He's a good tight end, but I wonder. I just need to see if Deshaun is going to be able to utilize the toys that he has.
Right.
Because you can have all of that. Like, for example, the way that, not to jump off but the way that Houston put their team together was, okay, we don't have a quarterback, but you know what? One day we're going to get one. But we're going to surround our team now with winning parts. So when we put that quarterback there, you know, it'll be just like Star Trek. Beam in, and they took. He's
Stroud,
there.
Man.
He's there.
Yeah.
And then there was like, boom, but he already had the pieces there.
Yes.
So here it is. Deshaun got pieces. Is he going to be able to take the pieces to the next level?
Well, if he doesn't, he will exit stage left just like Baker Mayfield did. Because, dude, at this point, you done put way too much money into this dude, man.
This is his third year now. This will be
Third
his
year. Remember his first year, he didn't play the first 10 games?
He was suspended.
Right, but I'm saying he stole.
But the NFL is really forgiving. The NFL can be very forgiving, man.
Yeah.
I mean, how many times people get like third, fourth chances because
Dak Prescott.
There you go.
Josh Gordon.
Dak Prescott.
Yeah.
Josh Allen.
But I will say though, one quarterback that actually, and you guys would know, I know John would know him because he's from John. He's down in John's neck of the woods. He got kicked around for how many teams? From the Rams to this team and that team. He landed with the Bucks and got paid.
Yeah.
Brad Johnson?
No.
He said Baker Mayfield.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Think about it.
He was a cast
Oh,
off.
that's right. He did.
Remember he went to
Think about it.
I forgot he played in that. I don't know how I forgot that past year.
He went to Carolina. He went to Carolina and LA in the same season.
Same season. Think about it. Think about it.
Now he got a bag.
Now he got there.
Think about it. Now he got the bag.
He played his position.
What he did was that, you know, I think that sometimes like you have these quarterbacks and that sometimes not being the lead horse, they don't know how to deal with that. He learned how to deal with that. Back up. Okay, I'll hold the clipboard. Anybody want some Gatorade?
His awakening was they signed Deshaun Watson before they even cut him.
Yeah. That's a.
Come on, man. That's like we're gonna dangle this in your face.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So, but you already know what it is.
Yeah.
Pretty much so.
So even Deshaun, like I said, John is right, but I just believe that talent, people will always take a chance on talent.
Yeah.
I mean, Kwame Brown was around for how long? How many teams Kwame? How many teams did Kwame? I'm sorry, man. Kwame, I apologize, man. My bad, man.
Because he's doing very successful with podcasting.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
Yes, he is. But I'm just saying though, like,
I know what you mean.
Smoke, bro.
with talent, you will get 2, 3, 4 chance. Let it be a third or fourth round pick. I mean, you be at BJ's, man.
Yeah.
You'll
be at BJ's, man.
Bagging them girls.
Paper or plastic.
That's it. All right, fellas, get into AFC East. We're gonna go ahead and just
get
that's easy.
We're gonna get divided around.
Okay. Let's just start with the top 2 teams.
Let's start with the top 2 teams. and just get it out the way. We can start with Buffalo. All right, he's got Josh Allen's got a whole new receiving room in Buffalo. You got Curtis Samuels now. Gabe Davis is gone. Keon Coleman,
second round pick.
Injuries. I just think that Allen is going to take too much responsibility and run.
Okay, so that's going to be normal. Isn't that what he done anyway?
But
that's what he does.
But I think this year is going to be a little different because he's going to have to do a whole lot more. He just is. Injuries.
He's definitely going to do more than what he's done in the past, especially without Diggs.
Because sooner or later,
he's going to miss Diggs this year.
Sooner or later, a running quarterback, no matter how big you are, you're going to get caught.
His best receiving friend he has right now is Kincaid. which is tight end.
Tight end, yeah.
So,
Okay.
Well, that's the most friendliest receiver that he knows.
Okay.
The defense is.
They lost him.
It's not the same.
They shake it like a stripper.
Yeah.
I mean, so
yeah.
I mean,
I have them holding up number 3.
I was gonna say the same thing.
I have them number 3.
We all agree on that.
Yeah.
Number 3. I just think that there's too much pressure going to be on Allen.
Too much step
to
back.
do
too much.
To
do everything.
The Cam Newton thing.
Either it's gonna catch up with him, or he's just gonna throw everything out of sync.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It just
going off the rails.
Yeah.
So
because in this division really is 2 teams.
That's it.
2 teams.
That's it.
And you know, if the Jets, which I don't get this, how do you trade for someone that you know that you have to sign?
Oh, the linebacker.
Or they're gonna sit out.
Yeah.
I don't get this.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm a play.
Oh, bro.
I'm a player. No, I'm not.
I mean, one thing about it, he can't do nothing but help. Because he had double-digit sacks in the last 2 or 3 seasons?
Eddie, number 7, Philly, Eddie.
Right. So I say that to say this. He can definitely help them out. But then you're coming back, okay, what A-Rod are we going to get? He's coming off an Achilles. You know, they got, the weapons are there. The defense is there.
Right.
Okay, all right. See, this is the thing that every time Aaron Rodgers come up, I have to say this. Everyone says, I like the way he slings it, he's this, he's that, he's that. How many times has he lost the NFC championship on his own field when he had the best record?
About 3.
How many people?
2 for sure.
Brady went in there and got him. How many times they had the best record in the league and lost? Yeah. I mean, come on. His Super Bowl was what, 2011?
Sounds about right.
Something like that, yeah.
Round 11?
Yeah.
So you're talking about like, what?
13 years ago.
Yeah.
Well, in one Super Bowl, mind you.
And never sniffed it again.
Never sniffed it
again. Yeah, no.
Never sniffed it again. And had teams that had records that were tremendous. So are you trying to tell me?
3,
so you're going to tell me at 40 now, he's going to do more at 40 than he did when he was 28, 25. I don't think so.
No.
I don't think so. I'm sorry.
He has to let what he has work for him. Breece Hall is a beast.
Yeah.
Right.
You got Wilson. You got,
Mike Williams.
I got Mike Williams.
Yeah.
You know. So, I mean, he just needs not to overdo it.
Yeah.
Just do it. Stay within the offense.
Right.
Steady she blows.
Yeah. Steady she blows. Do your thing. Because listen, that's it's a lot of teams this year that we're talking about. That defense is really the first priority.
Oh,
Jets is one of them.
But
defense is gonna carry you.
But the one guy, if he doesn't play,
like that defense can easily keep you under 17 points. Let's say 20.
I was gonna say
20. Because
you say 17, you kind of dancing in the Patriots range.
Okay.
The Patriots averaged 13.1 points a game last year.
Yeah.
The lowest scoring team in the league.
I'll say they can.
17 would be.
I'll say 20. Let's go to 20.
Tragic.
They are capable of keeping you 20 or less.
They locked in.
They're locked in. If they are,
it depends on who they play. Because right now, the average in the league is 28 points a game.
Right.
If you can't score 28, you ain't in the game.
No.
Okay? Even last night, think about it. What was the score?
27-20.
27-20, yeah.
Right. And who's the first? First 27 won the game.
Yeah.
You got to score around 28 points a game now because the league is based on offense.
Yeah.
Even the penalties are based on the offensive player getting open. Like that's why you see they're calling that.
Yeah, they're calling that.
Now, we went past the Ravens without even. How did we do this, right? We talked about a lot of things about the Ravens. I gotta go back to this because this irked me. I'm sorry. How do you get 3 calls of the offensive lineman
Oh yeah.
Lined up.
Yeah.
Wrong.
Legal formation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Legal formation.
Legal formation. It might have been 4 times. I had to say that.
It was 3 for sure.
At what point do you say, "Hey, come here, man.
Come on out,
man. Come here, man.
Yeah.
Have a seat."
Stanley, right?
No, it was bumping guard, something, right guard or something like
He was on the left side.
Yeah.
He got 4 in a row. I was like,
Higginbomb or something like that. Yeah,
I was like, whoa. As a coach, what are you saying? One time you go, "Hey, listen, scoot your bum up, man."
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I just had that one thing that, like, you know, as they said, that might be my suplex of the night. I'm sorry. That came a little early, y'all. That came a little early, y'all. But it just really irked me to know that, like, how, I mean, as smart as football players have to be to adjust on the fly, 4 times or 3 or 4 times, that's too much, man.
That is.
Too much.
That's setting your offense back every time.
Yeah.
Right.
Every time.
Especially, and that came after Lamar had a 50-yard run.
Yeah. It's a dead ball foul at that.
Mm-hmm.
It's a dead ball foul. I mean, that's the equivalent of the defensive line got his foot over the line. Oh, that's another KC thing. I'm sorry, that's another KC.
Was I really over the line?
Yes, you were.
I feel so sorry for my man.
Yes, you were.
And then he got traded. Then they traded him. And then they traded him. It was like, "Hey, man, sorry.
Was I
Bye-bye.
really over the line?
Yeah.
Take this ticket, man."
Alright, so we get to the Miami Dolphins. Finished up, or I'm gonna say finished off in the AFC East, but mine as well.
Okay.
What the Miami Dolphins?
Miami's talented, man.
Tua with
Miami's talented.
Waddle's back. They got OBJ, Tyreek.
Miami's
You got
talented,
2
man.
stout running backs in the backfield. You got yourself Jonnu Smith, a very serviceable tight end.
You better win.
They have to
You don't spend the money.
This is
They
it.
have to get home field advantage. They cannot
Go to the cold.
go to the cold.
One bit.
They have to get in the AFC.
Yeah.
They have to have home field advantage. If they get you down in South Florida and that
He
heat,
gonna beat you up.
they're gonna do work.
They spent plenty of money. They just extended Ramsey today.
Yeah.
$76 million.
Yeah.
So hey, because
he jumping off the branch truck with a new bag.
and Mike McDaniel, the head coach, you just extended him. You gotta win
You gotta win.
right now.
Even the quarterback got paid.
Yeah.
Right now.
He got the bag. Everybody got the bag. Tyreek got the bag.
Direct back. You gotta win.
Yeah, he reminded me of the Celtics,
Everybody's
man.
carrying
Everybody got the bag.
Even Lonnie Walker, isn't he? Who's that? That you, Lonnie?
You don't win it this year. You don't win it this year, bro. That window is.
They all got.
Yeah.
They all got the bag though. They all got.
They all got it.
They all got the bag, man. I mean, they should be 1 or 2 in the division.
Gotta be.
They gotta be 1 or 2 because they're the most talented team, but they got that one thing that they can't get over, and that's for one at the end of the season losing unnecessary games. Think about it. If they would have won 2 of those
Last
games,
3.
they would have had home field.
advantage, right.
Because you gotta remember, KC wasn't even that good last year.
No, they was not.
Right.
They were that good last year.
But that little bit of help right there,
They wasn't even that
like
good.
you can't help them
But-
get over the hump like that.
No.
You can't help them, and that's what they did.
But
they helped them out.
going and freaking freezing like 0 degrees something weather, and you're warm weather. Man, that was cold for me. I'm here. I was feeling cold for them. I was like, man, it look cold out there,
Yeah,
man.
y'all down on the
So-
tundra for real.
That's what the Miami Dolphins have to like figure out, man. Like, if you're in position, you gotta make those games count so that you have home field throughout the playoffs, or at least over. You have to have a better record than KC. That should be your goal.
That's it.
That's your goal right there, because you want KC to come to Florida. You don't want to go back there again because you know how cold it was.
Yeah.
You don't want to do it. You don't. Why do you think the Bears used to beat people down, and the Packers?
Yeah,
Because
to the
and Minnesota.
Yeah.
Damn it.
You remember Minnesota had the guy with the
Yeah.
And it was snowing. It was cold.
Yeah.
It was ugly.
Yeah.
You know, but those was home field advantage.
That's it.
You know what I mean? We had it here.
That's right.
We had it here.
Oh yeah. Nobody want to come to the Northeast in December, January.
I mean, we brought out the snowblower. We
did everything.
we're shoveling. We're getting tuck rules called for us. All kind of stuff, man. Yeah, I think the tuck rule kind of rubs somebody the wrong way.
Hey,
but
that's only one person.
I mean, every now and then I will reflect back to just a moment in time, John.
That's when your dementia kicks in.
Cause I just saw the way that you shook your head, man, like he got to throw that. Yeah, I know. I mean,
I know it's Mayweather jabs in here left and right. I know.
I don't know who felt that worse, you or Woodson, man.
Yeah, Woodson still feels some type of way about it.
Yeah, Woodson is still talking about that right now. Matter of fact, him and the running back for the Rams, they're probably like roommates. They was talking about how the Patriots beat them. What's his name then? The running back for the Rams when we beat them in the
not girl.
come on, you dumb.
Marshall Falk. Yeah.
Them two gotta be roommates now because they got nothing but hate.
Marshall had salt in his eyes.
Marshall hated himself off the NFL Network.
Yeah, he did.
Well, he just going to get off the NFL Network, but that's another show. That's another show.
Yeah, like, I hate you so much. I hate you too.
Yeah.
I hate them too. But anyway, just to talk about the
so we go ahead and round it up with the bottom and the barrel of the AFCs if you want to even talk about it.
Okay.
I'm
a Patriots fan.
2 wins.
I looked. I try to.
2 wins.
Okay, like I prayed on it.
2 wins.
and
2 chains, 2 wins.
And
anything else is a bonus.
And
hey man,
for the first time, I'm pretty speechless, but I'm gonna have to break this down in
2 wins.
I don't think you need to break it down like that. I just think
they have the toughest schedule for a losing team. They're going to win. I said
Dos victorias.
I say 2
wins.
If they get 4, it's a miracle. Because the simple fact is this: is that
they get 4 pop bottles.
Brissett. Okay, we could call him 3 games. Ouch. Call him 3 games. Ouch.
Yeah.
And he gonna have an ouchie.
No left tackle.
No left tackle. There's an ouchie. All right. Then you're gonna bring in May. May gonna have an ouchie. Running for your life.
To the fire.
Running for your life.
To the limit.
And then, last but not least, you're gonna say, well, Joe Milton, go in there and blow up someone's hands because he throws the ball 100 miles an hour. So he's gonna break someone's fingers.
Ain't nothing you can do about that.
So all 3 quarterbacks are gonna get a chance this year out of injuries, simply because I believe in this. I believe in the Bill Parcells method to building a team. You have a pocket passer. You start with an offensive line. You make sure that quarterback can stand there and you won't have to have him running for his life. What we did, we took a few bums from different teams. We tried to throw something together. We got Andrews, okay, but no left tackle. No left tackle just means injured. That's it. That's the blind side of every quarterback.
You want another Theismann. And essentially what you're saying.
It's going to happen. Bassett is a career backup. He's not a starting quarterback. Now, if you told me that May, my 3rd pick, can't get on the field for a backup,
what am I drafting him for?
Why you draft him? There's no need to draft him. All the other quarterbacks that got drafted after him are playing. Go to Washington, playing.
Yeah.
Okay? Keep going on the league. Denver, playing.
McCarthy.
He might have been playing.
He might have been playing.
But I'm just saying though, just imagine
Bo Nix playing.
To Mayo, dude. Mayo is going to be married by the hip to May. So he got 4 years. If May doesn't do it in 4 years, they both gone.
Oh yeah,
they're both gone.
I wouldn't give him 4.
I was gonna say 3.
Better take 3.
Generously.
You already paid him for 4.
Okay.
Well,
you paid him the 36 back.
That's all right.
I seen cats get cut with still money on the books.
I mean, no, me too.
You done seen some teams eat crow.
How do you not have a left tackle when you got $60 million in the bank?
I have no idea. That's
how do you do
thing.
that?
How do you not look at the UFL for the best,
you got
best left tackle in the UFL?
You got $60 million in the bank under the cap. Why do you not have a left tackle?
But you was gonna pay Ayuk. You gonna give Ayuk the bag. You gonna make him a top 5, 4,
for what?
5 receiver.
And with a way to Ayuk
and with no offensive line.
Ayuk come across the country for what? He would been hurt too.
Hold that hand. Hey,
he would hurt too. Because at the end of the day, I mean, the ball would be thrown in positions and places in different areas that because the quarterback's on the run, he'll probably get his head taken off because you have to have a legitimate left tackle. I mean, if we learn anything that the Patriots in this present formation, the present as they are right now, they ruin quarterbacks. If you give them a young quarterback, I don't trust them. They ruin them. And you can say whatever you want to say. Watch when Matt. Watch when Matt comes back.
Oh, Mac Jones?
Oh yeah, watch when Matt comes back. Matt in the preseason looks a whole lot different. You know why? Because he has a quarterback whisperer, the same quarterback whisperer that beat us in Philly with a backup. All right? So all I'm saying is that, like, what we did to a young quarterback, how do we trust them to do to May the right thing?
You got Doug Peterson, right?
Yeah.
Doug Peterson.
Yeah. Hey, man, you say what you want about him, but
I ain't got nothing to say about him. Listen.
He's a quarterback whisperer.
I won't say nothing negative about Doug Peterson, bro.
Quarterback whisperer, man. I mean, I'm just saying, like, I mean, there's probably other coaches that are better, but he's effective. And all I'm saying is that, like, you know, we don't have that guy.
No.
You know, because even if you look at Matt, just look at it. When Daniels was here, he was balling. And then when they went to the defensive coaches building offense, when they started doing all this weird stuff with the coaches and it's like Patricia, what?
Running offense? It made no sense.
So all I'm saying is that, like, you know, with the Patriots, I just feel like the Patriots, in their own way, they'll get 2 wins, man.
We didn't get him too much time.
Too much time.
Yeah.
We're gonna move on to the AFC South Division now. We can go ahead and start with them Jacksonville Jaguars. Trevor Lawrence, he got still got Christian Kirk. Brian Thomas was just drafted, big wide receiver. They still got Travis Etienne in the backfield. Back there, Evan Ingram at tight end as well. They're definitely gonna get about 7 wins this year.
I think they'll be.
They'll be good. They'll be good.
I think Brian Thomas is gonna break out. Yeah,
they'll be good.
They'll be fine.
In that division, it's tough because they play each other very hard in that division. We can take Carolina and say, sit back with the Patriots and relax.
It's a 2-team race. NFC South, it's a 2-man race.
Yeah.
Jaguars and Texans.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, pretty much so.
Yeah.
I mean, Anthony Richardson, man, I'm interested to see what he do with the Colts coming out back this year.
But still, name somebody on Colts defense. Thank you.
Zaire Franklin.
Oh, okay.
I still think it's a 2-game race.
It's a 2-team race, though.
Yeah. Because you gotta remember, like, when the quarterback got hurt last year, they kind of like bottomed out in Jacksonville.
So he's still technically he's still a rookie. Anthony Richardson. He got hurt fourth game.
They bottomed out. Yeah,
he's still a rookie. So you got a rookie quarterback coming back.
Yeah,
basically he's still a rookie, bro.
But what I will say is that the potential is there.
Right.
But he didn't play a whole year.
Right.
He didn't play a whole year.
Right.
And I think that whole year, that whole season, even if you're losing, like, for example, even if you're losing, you're learning. You know what I mean?
You're taking the bumps and the bruises.
Yeah.
But now, I mean, you were out with a toe injury.
Yeah.
I mean, you were out with an injury for the rest of the season.
Yeah.
You're basically a rookie again.
Yeah, shoulder. Yeah, you got a shoulder done.
Yeah.
You know, got a shoulder done.
But I would definitely say Jacksonville. Yeah, Houston. That's
already good.
And to me,
that's baked in the cake.
Houston wins that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Houston,
I can't see CJ Stroud taking a step back.
No.
He's too poised and too polished now.
Too much talent that he got built around.
I will say, let's hope not. What's the one thing that could potentially bring them down?
Injury.
No.
Oh.
SD.
Oh yeah. Receiver.
Stephon Diggs.
Yeah.
I
give me the ball.
Diggsy, I love you. Thank you for your service with the Vikings.
Give me the ball.
But if he get in
give me the
Diggs
ball.
mode,
yeah.
Dog, at this rate,
I don't think he can get in CJ's head, but he can disrupt.
Give me the ball.
If he's not happy, bro.
Well, before him even think about this, you're going to a team that don't need you like
that.
Like, okay, Buffalo needed you.
They did.
This team got other pieces they can utilize, so you're not going to be the main, obsession with the quarterback.
Right.
And he likes to be obsessed with the quarterback throwing, I want the ball, which good receivers, all great receivers do. But on this team, you can't do that.
And at this point in his career, he needs to understand that you might not be the one anymore, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta come. Some guys can't come to grips with that. You're a 180.
Well, usually the ones that don't come to grip with it move around to different teams.
Move around. So, but I tell you what, if you want this year, you better play nice.
I'm not picking them to be a Super Bowl team though.
But they will win that division and they will go to the playoffs.
They're in the playoffs.
They're going to the playoffs.
They're in the playoffs, but not Super Bowl.
But remember,
I don't know.
They didn't just get good on offense.
That Houston defense, man.
They got good on defense too. They got Hunter from us.
Yeah.
They got a few cats.
No.
They got defense, man. I mean,
I don't see Super Bowl right. I don't. I see them a year from now. I think that they're gonna get right to the promised land. This year they're gonna get right there. Super Bowl, I don't know.
They're a defense too that if they're clicking, they can hold you on the 20.
They can do it.
Yeah,
they can.
Yeah.
Just saying they can.
Because I mean,
if they're clicking,
I'm not counting them. I'm putting it like this. That wouldn't be my Super Bowl team.
No. I wouldn't say Super Bowl.
I mean,
they're gonna be in the playoffs.
Can they make it? Yes, but a lot of things have to happen for them to make it. But they have less things. If this makes any sense, they have less things that hold them back from making it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. We just mentioned one of them.
Yeah. Like they can get there.
Yeah.
Right.
But like other teams will have to do a little more struggling to get there.
Right. Absolutely.
I mean, Stroud just has to be Stroud.
Right.
But you brought in a piece that could be a disruptor. That's the only problem I have right there.
He can be a cure, he can be a cancer.
Because that's the kind of guy you go to the locker room like,
I hope he's a cure, man. I honestly do for him.
Yeah. I mean, in the AFC, that you still gonna have to. The AFC, the Chiefs are gonna be there. There you go. Everything goes through KC. Chiefs are gonna be there. Even if the Chiefs are 10-6. I won't call them out.
Right. No.
Because they're the champs.
No.
Right. No. And they're going for a 3-peat. But my whole thing is that, I like Houston. They showed some real promise. I got to see that same burn this year, though. Because sometimes it takes one player to throw off an offense, especially when it's me. Because remember, in Buffalo, Stephon was me. I'm open. I'm open. Yeah. I'm open.
What did you do no sidelines? Y'all forgot about me?
Yeah. So I don't know. Now, if he went there with the attitude of saying, you know what, I'm going to be a team player,
and
they can go far.
And to add, absolutely. In Buffalo last year, you let one go right through your hands.
Yeah, he did.
Come on, man. When it was clutch.
Yeah, he did.
Come on, bro. I'm calling it like it is.
Yeah, he did.
You know what I'm saying? You should have been coming back doing this.
And another tell is when Allen looks up. Oh, I gotta do it myself.
Yeah.
And then you know right there, the quarterback's going, I can't trust throwing the ball.
And he already made the comment, I think earlier this week or last week, that being in Buffalo was one of the most mentally challenged times in his career, as far as his mental.
Yeah.
So
it's only 3 seasons, though.
But hey,
he couldn't play here.
No,
so not with Bill.
Hell
but even that being said, though, I mean, what have they really done as the Bills in the past few years? Because you can't say that he's a piece to take them over the top, because they've never been over the top.
Right.
And usually it's Allen like doing superhuman stuff to even keep him in the game. And how many times did he even get open? And when you need him to get open,
right.
Yeah, but that's about to take a severe step back now, up in Buffalo.
Yeah, I mean, I honestly, I'll put Houston in my 6.
Houston's in my 6 as well, definitely.
They'll be in my 6.
I agree with that.
All right, so let's kick around to the Titans. We all know they got Will Levis. I don't even know what but they got Ridley, and we all know nothing got a torn ACL apparently, or slight tear in his MCL.
Let's not talk about the Titans.
Okay.
Next year.
Let's not talk about
next year.
I mean, not to be cruel or nothing, but like, I mean,
hey.
Titans and the Colts. What for?
Yeah, those.
What for?
The Titans makes no sense to talk about. Man.
All right, so we basically got the Chiefs and the Raiders coming out of the West, because I don't think nobody's looking at the Chargers and the Broncos right now. No. So we'll talk about what the hell happened in LA, man. I mean, my man Herbert had Allen, he had Mike Will, Eckler.
No.
They were hurt. Mike Will was hurt all the time.
But like, everyone puts it on Herbert, but like, coach sucked.
Yeah.
Staley was terrible.
Staley going for it on 4th and 1 is not like Dan Campbell going for it on 4th and 1.
Terrible.
Hey, Dan Campbell, listen, just by his demeanor, you believe it.
I mean,
Brandon
Staley was. I mean, think about this.
Like he don't make you believe.
How many times should he have been fired?
He should have been fired 2 years ago.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
They got rid of my
the defensive end. Having a brain fart. Khalil Mack. I'm sorry.
Khalil Mack.
Khalil Mack. Yes.
But he should have been fired. You know, I mean, how many coaches got that kind of burn?
Staley is just
most coaches that did what he did. Most coaches that had his track record would have been gone.
Been gone.
Would have been gone. I mean, and he stayed. It was almost like a protest.
We're behind you. It was
almost a protest.
He was getting the tush push from somewhere.
It was almost a protest.
You know what I mean?
And how could you expect for a young player like Herbert to really grow in that kind of foolishness, man? I mean, that team was. It wasn't even. It didn't even look organized.
Mike Will was hurt all the time. What's the other receiver, number 13?
Palmer? Oh, Keenan Allen?
Keenan Allen. They were never together.
Yeah.
One was hurt, the other was hurt.
They haven't played a full season consistently together.
So, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. That's
now
60% of the offense right there.
Harbaugh. So, Harbaugh is going to be able to dumb it down. Oh, he's going to dumb it down, man.
Well, he's going to get the guys out of there that was just getting checked, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to dumb it down.
Yeah.
Herbert, there's 2 receivers going out. It's running down, flaring out. Pick one. Pick one.
That's it.
And why does he know that? Because Mike Dick could shoot him out enough for him to know.
Because, think about it. Like, you know, McCarthy, I know you came in with good accolades and all that. This is what you're going to do. You're going to hand the ball off. On first down, you're going to hand it off on second down, too. Right? I'm going to give you all kinds of signs and stuff that make the people think you're going to throw the ball. You running it. What did they do? Run the ball. And they threw the ball when they were supposed to.
Yeah.
Now
they had to.
When they had to.
They had to.
They didn't have to throw the ball. They wasn't throwing the ball.
Throwing the ball.
So Herbert, nice arm, the whole nine. You gotta dumb it down because now he's into mistake mode. When you got a quarterback that's into mistake mode, they get used to those bad habits, man. Yeah. So you gotta break those habits, that Staley and that stench left on them, man. You know what I mean? And it was a stench.
It just might,
It was a stench, man.
Yeah,
smell like a pet.
I mean, no, it was a stench, man.
Pet zoo stench.
You have to purge yourself of the stench. I mean, real, man. You got to purge, man. So you got third, fourth place. You got the Denver Broncos running up the rear, and you got the Chargers right there in third place, man.
All right, so how far off are the Broncos? The other thing they got, Cortland Sutton,
if they win,
McLaughlin,
if they win 5 games,
quarterback.
Matter of fact, I'll put them over the Patriots.
I do too.
They'll get 4 or 5 wins.
Yeah, I definitely because
and Bo Nix.
They'll be a respectable ball.
I believe
Sean Payton ain't having that.
Yeah, I believe.
Sean Payton ain't having
I believe Bo Nix. Give him a couple years, he'll be.
They'll be respectable cellar dwellers.
Yeah.
They'll be a cellar dweller. No, they'll be a cellar dweller that's respectable. Yeah, you be like, okay, they won 5 games.
They'll play hard. They definitely play hard.
They play real hard. Yeah. I'll give them the king of the cellar.
Like the king of the Major League.
Okay. Yeah, the king of the cellars, man. And then like you figure their basement Chargers. Oh, the Oakland Raiders just
I mean, if they win,
Oakland should be 500.
I was gonna say they'll be 500.
Vegas
they'll be 500.
Vegas should be at least 500.
They'll be 500.
I'll give them 500. I think that their problem is still going to be quarterback.
Gardner Minshew Mania.
Quarterback.
Minshew Mania is
the
Tiger King.
Minshew is that career backup guy that got the rah. But at the end of the day, you're going to be 500.
That's the quarterback that can hold a steady ship while waiting for somebody else to come back and take over.
That's what he's doing. That's what he has to do. But the only problem is that you have a receiver that needs to get out of there. Because, it makes no sense. Okay, tell me what sense it makes. If you are rebuilding, which you are.
I'm not being there. I'm not there for no rebuild, bro.
You're rebuilding.
At this point in my career, bro.
You're rebuilding.
Hey, it is.
Give me the flag, bro.
You're rebuilding.
Flag, bro. It's time for me to go.
You're rebuilding.
Give me the flag, bro. It's time for me to go.
I think that, when you're rebuilding, you have to have players in the same timeline.
Right.
Age-wise, yeah.
If you are young, you want 20 to 25. Anybody in that time, because if it takes you 4 years to get good, or 3 years to get good, if you got 28-year-olds, they're now 31.
Right.
If you got 30, like Judon.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay, think about it. Patriots could have traded him 2 years ago. They could have traded him a year ago before he even got hurt, before the season started.
Could have traded him last year when he got that bump up in pay.
They didn't.
Right.
And guess what? Now you get a 3rd round pick for him.
Right.
When you could have got a 1st or a 2nd for a team especially for a team that's in the hunt.
Right.
So now you get him to Atlanta for nothing.
Essentially, yeah.
Yeah, because a 3rd round pick, it's okay.
Right. But he's got to go out there and prove it on the field as well.
But he put the work in, man. That's one thing that I will say about Judon. I mean, he's coming around that edge, man.
Yeah.
And he's gonna make those other guys better. You know what I mean? Like, the thing about the players the thing about the linebackers on the Patriots last year that got sacks. Where them sacks come from? They came because Judon would take most of the attention, and these guys over here got career sack. I got 8, I got 9, I got 10.
Yep.
You'll have none this year.
Right.
You have none this year.
So staying on that theme, we'll start off with the NFC South with the Atlanta Falcons, of which Judon got traded to as well.
They're gonna be better.
With Kirk Cousins back there?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. They're gonna be much better.
They're gonna be better.
Drake London?
They're gonna be good.
Yeah.
Man, they're gonna be Bijan and them.
They're gonna be good.
This should be the best year Pitts has had on paper.
Because Kirk's he's gonna fling it around.
Because the one thing that Cousins can do is that, he can pass the ball. I mean, he's very good.
Accurate.
He's very good. I mean, his only knock is that he can't get a team to the promised land.
That's it.
That's his only knock. But as far as stats, I mean, he probably has better stats than most players that win rings. His stats are probably
his stats off the chart.
His stats are probably crazy.
Especially his money stats. He's a high gun.
Yeah, but he did something that most players don't do.
Finish out his contract.
He bet on himself.
Yeah, he did. Yeah,
he did.
He bet on himself. You see, like for a football player, that's the hardest thing to do because ain't nothing guaranteed sometimes.
He got franchised twice in Washington.
Yeah, he bet on himself. He bet on himself because I mean he's one of those guys that are consistent in what he does. He's not gonna hurt you. He's gonna go out there and he's gonna put you in the position to win. Now, things happen, not always his fault, but like he just couldn't get to the promised land. That was it. But Kirk Cousins, I'll take him all day. Hey, if May for the Patriots can be a Kirk Cousins, that's a winning draft pick.
Yeah.
If you could be a Kirk Cousins, that's a winning draft pick. I'm just saying.
We'll see about
that. But as far as like Atlanta, oh yeah. I mean, New Orleans, I don't think so.
No.
Because I'm sorry, New Orleans.
Really? That's
yeah.
That's
I don't
really.
think so.
They should run away with it.
Who?
The Falcons.
Falcons, yeah.
Panthers, nothing. The Bucks, I kind of say they'll be all right, maybe offensively, not defensively.
Not defensively.
No, not the same.
And then the Saints.
Devin White left.
Yeah, Devin White left.
They retired.
Big
Shaq
Barrett
left. Yeah, so they're gonna be. You know what I'm saying? They should win the division.
Yeah,
we'll say that.
They should.
They should win the division.
They should win the division.
Now it's kind of disrespectful too because it's kind of disrespectful to Tampa too because Tampa went far in the playoffs.
Oh, they did. Yeah, Baker.
I'm just saying. I mean, I know, but I'm just saying.
Baker is Baker.
I know, but I'm just saying though, like I'm just saying, like if it's, I have to see Atlanta do it because they haven't done it in so many, and then Baker last year actually did it and got the bag for it.
Yeah. Listen, two people I know gonna produce: Godwin and Williams.
Yeah.
I mean, what's up? Oh, Evans.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Godwin, they gonna get theirs.
Yeah.
Now anything after that is a bonus.
Yeah.
Shad White, good running back.
Shad White. Yeah. I mean, but those two, they got
a decent tight end too.
Yeah.
Cade Otton.
Yeah, they gonna do work. Yeah. But anything after that is a bonus. We'll see.
Yeah, because I sometimes when doing like the preview things, sometimes like teams like the Bucks kind of slip out of your vision simply because of them making the playoffs but not going far, but they made the playoffs. And to me, like when you make the playoff, that's like a hurdle for a team. That's just like how Houston got that hurdle. And I think that when teams make that hurdle, you gotta kind of give them a little respect.
Listen,
that's all.
As long as Baker doesn't do too much, like I said, their handicap is gonna be defense. They got to score a lot of points. You know what I mean? Yeah. They got to score. They got good DBs.
Yeah, their DBs are good.
Dean, he's good.
Who's it? Whitfield? Not Whitfield.
Winfield.
Yeah,
they have a top-notch safety and a top-notch corner.
Yeah. All right. Now linebackers that can be kind of trying.
You got David coming back, Levante,
but
he's
Devin White was like the shock of
Yeah. I mean, I have to see them play. I won't count them out, but they should be 1 and 2.
Yeah, Bucks. I'm not counting out the Bucks, man, because
the defensive end is back. Tryon Sharenka, number 9, he's back.
1 and 2. I put the 1 and 2 now. The only thing that I would say is that with experience of getting there, I'll give it to the Bucks over Atlanta until Atlanta shows that they can win big games.
You will take it.
They gotta take the spot.
Keep Arthur Blank's ass in the booth.
Yeah, they gotta take the.
Do not have Arthur
strolling down.
Do not have Arthur coming down at halftime. Strolling on the sideline.
They have to prove it, but I just think that when teams get there, there's not everybody gets there. So when teams make it to that level, it kind of makes the younger guys feel different the next time. Yeah, I mean, the playoff, man, that felt good. Let's go. I mean, where you have a team like the Patriots right now, they're not going to have that feeling for a while.
No.
And those incremental steps, they're going to be small, tiny steps. Because in football, when you don't have a middle class, that's one thing that the Atlanta has.
Yeah.
They have a middle class, and the middle class is talent. The middle class. You have your upper echelon players too, but when this right here is strong, we always had a middle class in New England.
Oh yeah.
And then once we started trading down some more, and trading down some more, all of a sudden that middle class became poop. It was poopy. So you had because when you I think that in Atlanta they have a middle class. I think that I think all the teams that we talk about that's going to be making the playoffs, they have a strong middle class, man. They just do, because those are the guys that are on punch, special teams. Your middle class is the grinders, man. They're the grinders, man. They're the one you be like, that offensive line, man, they're out there chugging it in, man. Right. You know what I mean? They out there grinding, man. And then you have the superstars that feed off of that stuff.
Right.
But
absolutely,
I pick Atlanta to come either 1 or 2, depending upon whatever happens.
Right.
Atlanta, Tampa Bay.
Atlanta, Tampa, or Tampa, Atlanta.
Yeah, either way it goes. Either way it goes.
Let's talk about that NFC East, man. That infamous NFC East.
Oh, Choker Central.
All right, so we can go ahead and get started with the Giants, the G-Men.
Next.
Hey, I want to see what Neighbors does this year, though.
That's if Jones can stay healthy.
Okay, well, it's all on Danny Jones.
There you go.
That's it. It's all on Danny.
There you go.
Moving right along to that's it.
4 wins.
4.
I'll give him 5. I'll give him 5.
Horseman.
Bro, man, from the fifth floor.
I mean, think about this. What do they have?
Saquon gone, Shepard's gone.
What do they have?
Malik Neighbors, that's it.
Neighbors and Wendell Robinson.
They have a quarterback they don't even want.
Who's
you get guaranteed money to, huh?
They want to bring in the Italian stallion.
Oh yeah, Danucci.
Mamma mia.
Danucci.
Yeah, they want to bring. Come on, man.
I bet you that family restaurant got a line around the corner.
Yeah.
Don't they though? You see that tailgate last year? That has to be. That was the best spread I seen at a tailgate, by the way. I'm just saying.
You know what? The bottom is gonna be very thick this year, man.
Oh, get it though?
Yeah, the bottom figures are gonna be thick this year.
Yeah,
because I can't figure out. You just brought the Giants in here, okay? Patriots, Giants. I mean, there's some teams, man, that's gonna have a.
We was just saying Carolina.
No, there's gonna be. Yeah. Okay, I'll tell you what, right? There you go. Put those in order of defeating They
a bottom
the
feeders.
bottom.
All right, well, I put Patriots dead last.
Patriots is
Dead last.
the class.
Slightly above that,
Carolina. Cardinals.
Not bottom feeders, man. Not bottom feeders, man.
Bottom feeders.
Not bottom feeders, man.
Not the Cards.
I mean, they're at least swimming in the middle ground.
The Cards are swimming in some decent middle ground.
Titans. Cardinals, Titans, same level.
Well, listen.
This is bad, man. Okay.
Saints.
Broncos. Chargers. They were Titans. They were Titans.
Titans, yeah.
Okay. Well, that's Commanders.
No,
I don't think so.
I think they're gonna be pretty decent. You know why? Because they
Defense.
and they play Dallas twice.
Right over there.
Yeah, that's guaranteed.
Wow.
Yeah.
I wasn't ready for that.
Yeah,
Forgot about
it is. Yeah.
I'm sorry, Washington. My bad.
Take that back.
My bad, Washington.
Come on, they play
take that
Dallas
back.
twice, man.
Take that back, bro.
They play Dallas twice.
Because
I mean, in that division,
Okay.
Commanders. Okay, we'll see the Commanders. We know the Eagles. We know the Eagles are coming out of the East.
Yeah. Listen, I don't know why.
I don't know about the Cowboys though.
I don't know why, but for some reason, a lot of people are giving the Bears.
Oh no! We haven't gotten there yet.
we got
We ain't gotten there yet.
no, the Bears.
No.
We're there.
We're not
there.
No. The Bears are.
We're there.
The Bears are where they need to be at the right place at the right time.
We'll see.
We'll get to the Bears, man. We done with the Commanders. They still got Scary Terry. They got Austin Eckler now.
Yep.
Still got a pretty
They're gonna ball out. I mean,
I think
They'll be
Jay.
500.
I put them at 500.
They'll be
Yeah,
500.
Jay
I put them at 500.
I think I have a good year.
I put them at 500.
Yeah. That's,
I mean, they're gonna get some wins. They're gonna solidify
They'll be
their
500.
fan base.
Right.
They're gonna be a team to watch in that division because simply, I don't even want to go to the Cowboys. It's just
we got to talk about the boys, man. Let's get the boys off the table, man.
Okay.
All right. CD got his bag. Dak's on his last year.
Last year, for sure.
Who's the
Mike McCarthy's on his last year.
Mike McCarthy's on his last year.
Why?
Zeke is near retirement. This
Why?
His last year.
Why?
Because that's just how it is.
Why is McCarthy still there?
I don't know.
Well, we just said he's on borrowed time.
It's Jerry's world.
Borrowed? He been on borrowed time since.
He got the late. Well, put it like this: he got the extension.
Why?
Listen, you know what? It's kind of like who else you gonna get? Dude, it ain't like it's the whole lot of good coach. Hold on,
Okay.
hold on. I'll say this.
All right.
There are some good coach candidates out there.
Okay. Go ahead.
But a lot of people don't really want that job, bro. That star is
Okay.
That's a heavy crown to wear.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Answer one
Jerry
question.
running
Answer this one question for me, man.
That's the problem.
Answer this one question for me, man. Listen, if you haven't sniffed an NFC
I get it.
championship game,
I get it, Ice.
you haven't sniffed it.
I get it.
You haven't sniffed it. Your team plays dumb. They make dumb in the playoffs. They play dumb.
They even made dumb comments after the game last year. What the defensive line? Oh, we were tired. And one of the boys said, "I wasn't tired."
They play dumb. I mean,
One of your colleagues said that you guys were tired.
I mean, something's wrong with Jerry's work.
Yeah, no shit.
Something's wrong with Jerry's work.
Something's been wrong with Jerry's work
Okay.
for a while
Too
now.
much glitz.
And,
Okay.
and no glamour.
No glamour.
Okay,
That's it.
so, all right. My thing is that Dak is betting on themselves, right? Dak is he's betting on himself. Okay, let's say Jerry says, we're not going to sign him. How many teams you think will be in line to sign Dak?
Maybe 4. Maybe 4. It won't be a whole lot. Somebody will give him a bag though.
4 is a lot. Four.
Somebody give him the bag, bro.
Somebody give him the bag.
No. I'm saying he'll get the bag, but I'm saying think about this.
And it'll be an indoor team too.
But think about
Seattle.
this.
Saints, Seattle.
Yeah. No. I'm saying a team, even Oakland.
Oh,
Vegas.
Vegas.
Yeah.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
Vegas.
So my thing is that.
Oh, that's money.
So my thing is that he bet on himself, but also Jerry gave him a no trade clause in his contract.
Right. He has the most leverage of any quarterback.
So
because they can't trade him.
You can't trade him.
So you're gonna get paid.
You're gonna
Might not
get
be for
paid.
the Cowboys,
You're gonna get
but
paid.
you're gonna get paid.
You're gonna get paid.
Bottom line.
Don't worry about
He
that.
has the leverage.
You don't worry about that. You get your cut. Don't worry about that.
No, but
Don't worry about the dog.
but he has.
Took care of your crew? Yeah, I took
Yeah,
care of
But Jerry gave him all the leverage. All right.
He did.
He gave him all the leverage. So
Everything.
it's like you have a quarterback.
Everything.
Come on, so you have a quarterback that the last quarterback that's even done anything was what?
Romo.
No. Let's go back one more.
I was gonna say Quincy Carter.
No, let's go back one more.
For Quincy Carter.
Championship
Aikman.
bingo.
I was gonna say Troy.
That's the last one that got them. That's the last one that won it. The last one that got them to an NFC Championship game.
I almost said Drew Henson for a minute, but yeah.
Drew was there too. Drew Bledsoe. Bledsoe was there too. But the whole point is that, like, this is really a mediocre team, and everyone says, "Oh, it's America." I mean, okay, they are of all the teams, they're worth the most. It's documented.
Yeah,
Right.
absolutely.
But out of winning, they don't win.
None.
They don't win. So at what point do Jerry say, I need to move on from Dak?
Well, you gotta
I need to
remember.
move on from the head coach. Because all you're doing is threatening water. That's all you're doing.
But remember what glass he's looking from, Ice. He don't lose.
He don't. But,
You know what I'm saying?
but the fans lose.
Right. But when it's all said and done, is he competitive? Does he have competitive spirit? Yeah. But he getting this.
But he wants this.
Right, he does.
Right.
But
He wants this.
hey, he's had a taste of it how many times already?
But no one else has.
I get it.
Yeah,
but you still got one of the top stadiums.
Yeah?
You got
Oh, I mean,
what I'm saying
Stand up.
is, hey, how Easy said it. Any exposure is good exposure, and they're getting it.
They're always going to get good exposure.
Okay, what we doing right now? Talking about them.
Yeah, and we're going to talk about it.
So either way, when it comes down to it, Jerry Jones is making.
He's going to make all the money in the world, but at the end of the day, players want this.
Right.
They want this.
Well,
they want a coach to be able to get them there.
You got to get some players in there that want that.
Those players play for the regular season. Okay, come on.
Dak was hard too.
Dak was top 3 in MVP voting.
Right.
Then Van Der
And I think he was the top. Overall, he was the top.
Top 2.
Top 2, yeah.
Top 2 until the playoffs started.
Yeah.
The playoffs started.
And
He
then he went
shrank.
throwing to the other team.
Yeah, the playoffs started. He shrank.
Thought he might somebody must have had him in Vegas.
And-
Hey, make sure you do the
I mean,
thing.
there's no reason, there's no way in the world you can have the Green Bay Packers with a young quarterback coming in and gashing you like that.
Hey.
Like you said, at your beautiful stadium,
Love them up, didn't he?
on that fresh astroturf or whatever it is, probably green grass.
Field turf is called.
Field turf.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm just saying, like, so everyone talk about the Dallas Cowboys. I feel like this year, Philly is going to be the team in the division this year.
Yeah, I feel
Because I think last year,
yeah, Saquon just put them.
I think last year Philadelphia had that
Meltdown.
Super Bowl swoon, like
The Super Bowl hangover.
you started feeling yourself.
Yeah, smelling.
And other teams, and other teams were like, okay, guess what? We want what you got. We're hungry, and they played with their food way too much. At the same time, think about it. They lost 6 out of 7.
Towards the end, yeah.
Okay.
6 out of 7.
And Hurts was not.
Question. Like you said earlier when we were talking about Diggs, who's their one player that gonna make or break you though?
Brown?
No. Hurts.
Oh yeah.
Are we gonna get the Hurts from last year?
Well,
Are we gonna get the Hurts? Listen, because
That's a good question.
In fairness, his career has been this.
Yeah.
He's had 2 good years. I don't even count his first year.
Okay.
But let's say he's had basically 2 good years and two years where everybody was saying he lost his confidence. He lost it ever since that Super Bowl fumble. He kind of lost his. He ain't been the same. Fair to say?
Yeah,
but the team also,
right?
The team played awful.
True.
I mean, they were uncharacteristically.
But he had that look last year, like.
Yeah. Well, he didn't. No passion, no emotion.
No passion. He was just.
It didn't seem like he cared.
Oh, I fumbled. I'll get him next time.
Don't worry, we'll get it back.
You know, because remember the scene when AJ Brown screaming in his face, and he's like,
okay. He's like, yeah, I'll do better.
I got you, bro.
I got you.
So listen.
Nah.
But is that his temperament though?
I don't mean it like that, but I'm just saying.
No, I'm saying is that his temperament?
That could be his temperament, but I'm saying this. You can still tell when his confidence is gone.
Because like I can draw for example, like some players have that Joe Cool temperament.
Right.
Like you could be the kind of player, yo man, you ain't can you just and okay.
You said it. Joe Cool, Joe Burrow. He's that even keel guy.
Yeah.
Where he don't get rattled. When we ain't talking about Joe Burrow,
okay.
we talking about Jalen Hurts.
All right, because I just wondered.
He wears his emotions on his sleeve.
Like if his and like I said, when his confidence. Listen, you remember when Cam Newton had to give that when he walked off from Super Bowl? You could tell. Jalen Hurts is like that in a different way. You can tell when his confidence is gone.
Let me ask you this question. All right, the offensive coordinator that they had last year, right? I think they don't have him this year, correct? Offensive coordinator. I'm not sure if they have the same.
He's gone.
All right. If you notice, for some reason, the qualities that Hurts brings to the field, they went away from it.
Right.
He was doing they back to the Jackson rule.
I was saying, yeah, he was
dropping back.
Yeah.
Opposed to where his big thing was that, oh, when they ain't there, 1, 2, 3, I'm out.
Right.
Where he was sitting in the pocket like a pocket passer, and all these, for some reason, I don't want to make it racial, but I just want to say this. Why is it that you draft a black quarterback and the skills that you drafted him for, you want him to use the other skills that other quarterbacks may have, but they are pocket passes? When you have a guy that has a dual ability,
a legit
dual ability.
Right.
So is he not sure because the coach is in his head going, 1,000, 2,000, no, you're supposed to stay the fourth count and go down the progressions and what? Sometimes quarterbacks like to play fast. You play fast because you know what you're doing. Maybe he had that look of, what am I doing out here? Because he's thinking.
Yeah.
He's thinking.
If you're thinking too much,
you're thinking. You're slow.
Yeah, you hurt yourself.
You're slow.
Players,
I mean,
you need to react.
I'm not making excuses for him, but I'm just saying. Like, I remember watching the games last year. He's getting sacked. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, he's not a 5-step. He's 1, 2, 3. Back foot. The back foot hits.
Yeah.
The ball's coming out, or he's coming out. Right. 1 of the 2. I watched him play against the Giants. Did the Giants beat him twice? They beat him at least once because they happened in the second half of the season.
I think they beat him out.
They beat him in the second half of the season. I remember.
On their downside.
They were a part of that 6.
Another deciding factor we're not talking about either too, which may show up as far as leadership. Kelsey's gone. Center.
That's gonna be big.
That's big. That's major.
You don't.
And continuity.
Yeah. Continuity.
And he's like,
it's big, bro.
And he's like the coach.
He's the coach.
He's the coach. He's calling.
He's a quarterback.
He's calling everything.
While he's doing his thing.
Yeah, he's calling out.
And please, I don't understand why you got rid of DeAndre Swift. I have no idea.
I don't know either.
I don't get it. Two things. I don't know why you got rid of Swift, and I don't know why you got rid of Reddick.
Reddick was money.
Okay,
Yeah,
money.
yeah.
But I don't know why you got rid of DeAndre Swift, bro.
He was steady.
He was consistent. Like,
that's a tough one.
that's a tough one. You know. But like I said,
because it wasn't money.
One thing about him though, when his confidence is waning, you can tell it. You can tell it on his face.
Just start sulking.
He sulks. Yeah.
I'll
start
see.
looking like Drew.
Well, it'll be a good it'll be a good something to see tonight because they play.
Yeah. We'll play Green Bay. We'll get into that
because they play.
Let's hop up. Let's hop up to the old north. Let's hop up to the old north. You know what I'm saying? Where we going at? You're going north. All right. All right, so let's get the damn Vikings out the way.
Let's go to AFC North.
The Norris division.
The old black and blue division. It used to be the NFC Central.
The Tundra division.
I call it the North.
The North.
Defend the North. Let's go, Vikes.
Okay.
The King of the North.
Okay.
Watch your words now.
And don't watch the words.
No, I'm gonna say very particular because I'm gonna go on. I have to go on last year.
I'm gonna let y'all talk.
Okay.
I'm gonna say
I have to go on results from last year too.
Please do.
All right. I have to go on the results for last year. Right now, Minnesota, I would have to put them 4.
Got to.
Because simple fact, they got quarterback issues.
Dementia just kicked in again.
I gotta put them 4. I gotta put them 4.
Bro, who's your quarterback?
Who's your quarterback?
Sam Darnold.
I see ghosts.
Okay.
I see ghosts.
Where Sam Darnold won?
Okay, hold on.
I see ghosts.
I'm gonna let y'all say them.
Okay, yeah.
Then I'll say what I got.
I don't want to make it personal, man. I'm just gonna put out. This is facts.
I see ghosts.
This is fact.
That's the last thing I heard.
Sam Darnold has not done anything in this league. He was he drafted first, second? He was in the first.
Does it make a difference out this week?
Okay,
go ahead, y'all make y'all.
Okay, so my thing is this: is that
I won't say what I
in the AFC, I mean in the NFC North division, I'm going to go
Detroit,
Minnesota last.
Oh yeah, that's Detroit's number
Chicago.
1.
You're putting the Chicago ahead of us with a rookie quarterback.
Yes.
Dementia.
Remember what we remember?
Go ahead.
Okay. Remember the formula that works. You build a team. You drop a quarterback in. Chicago built a team. They're dropping the quarterback in. Or should I say?
Hey, not only that, they got the receivers in place.
Everybody was drug test on the show.
Everybody was in place before the draft.
I mean, all of a sudden, man, it got touchy over here.
That didn't it though?
Yeah, man. I can feel the steam, man.
And I argue they could have kept Fields if they wanted to.
Yeah, they could have.
If they wanted to.
Yeah.
They had multiple avenues.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Like Chicago did it right.
We gotta be fair, and I'm gonna be fair as possible.
Got to.
I gotta give Detroit went there.
Absolutely.
I definitely gotta give Green Bay. Green Bay been there. They went there.
Buddy Love.
They went on the road. They went on the road, and they gave Dak what Dak needed. Okay. All right. What did Minnesota do?
Go ahead and finish, man.
Hey,
okay.
Because we know where you're gonna go with it.
That's why.
Oh, Jefferson was hurt.
That's why until Minnesota proves.
But to give us 4th, that's a little disrespectful.
Hey man, come on,
I have to give them 4th.
Y'all got KJ up. Y'all had KJ.
I gotta give you 4.
Y'all got it.
Y'all drafted Addison.
I gotta give you 4.
I mean, y'all had Hawkinson.
Gotta give you 4
before he got hurt.
Gotta give you 4.
We got Aaron Jones.
That was last year. Who was your running back? It was Madison last year. Yeah, Madison. And mind you, everybody was touting Madison because he was taking over for Dalvin.
What did Malone say during the playoffs? 4. We got 4 teams at 4.
Fat Joe said, "Bye." 4. They come last.
Just let me know when y'all are done.
There's 4 teams at 4.
We're gonna put money down on this one.
There's 4.
They're coming last.
They're coming in last.
Coming last, dog. But what I see what Caleb Williams doing this preseason,
They're coming in last.
Keyword. preseason starts with pre, just like something else. When
now, if McCarthy would have,
yeah, I'm gonna say it on camera.
You can say premature ejaculation.
There you go. Yeah, exactly.
That's right. You can say premature ejaculation. That's fine.
If McCarthy would have, if McCarthy,
he was not gonna start, Eddie.
If McCarthy would have,
he was not gonna start.
If I'm just telling you, if McCarthy was there. Because you're gonna have to you would have needed him to come in because Donald is terrible.
John, you need to
trash.
You need to stop this shit.
Trash.
We got you, John. You need to stop. John, you need to stop this. John, you need to stop this.
Can I say my piece?
Well, give me a second, John. We got you bigging up your boy Sam Donald, man. Did you not do a show not too long ago? Yeah, let's go, Sam. Let's go, Big Sam. Hey nephew, this is the most weapons he's ever had. What are you gonna do with him?
Nothing.
He ain't got no choice.
Nothing.
You gotta do something with him.
He's terrible.
That is a blind belief. That's you believing your own bullshit, and I give it to you, man, because I did too. But you gotta accept it. You gotta accept reality.
I have a quick question for you, John.
You want to get 5 wins? 5-6 wins?
I have a quick question for you, John.
You got 5-6 wins. Y'all got 5-6 wins.
I got one quick question.
Jefferson will take a step back.
One quick question for you, John. As long as you follow football, the New York Jets, when they discard a quarterback, how good do they do in the rest of their career?
Wasn't Pennington in Miami?
Just let me know y'all done, man. I'm gonna say my piece.
Where did Buckfumbler Sanchez end up? I mean, no.
Come on, that's me. Come on, John. Don't be so spicy.
I'm not being spicy. I'm just waiting to get it done.
He got bullet points on this one. I'm gonna
go ahead, man. You know what?
Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I will say this.
We're done.
Go ahead. Say this.
Go ahead.
Has Darnold been a bust up to this point, and as we speak?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Trash.
Absolutely.
Trash.
And I will say that.
No.
Basura.
Repeat
trash.
Me.
That's right.
Capital trash.
Okay. But I will say this. As this being his pretty much last legitimate shot,
dumpster fire.
Can I finish?
Garbage pail kids.
With this being his last chance, even one of his own teammates bigging him up. Aaron Jones basically said what I said. With all these weapons, if you can't do it with all these weapons, then you don't belong in the league.
Well, he ain't gonna do it with all these weapons, John.
Why is that?
Because he ain't gonna do it. It's a Sam Donald.
Like I said, we got.
He is not Joe Flacco.
We got Addison.
Joe Flacco.
We got. Listen.
Hold up.
We got two.
Let me try to stay awake for this. Sam who?
We got two. We got two top tier receivers.
Who's Sam Horn?
We got two top tier receivers. We got a top tier tight end when he comes back. We revamped the line a little bit. We got a decent running back. And the defense. Hold on.
That's all y'all got.
What?
Is a defense.
That's all we got. So we don't have 3 players on offense where the ball can go to.
You'll be looking for a new quarterback.
Answer that.
By week 4.
Answer that.
You can push the ball downfield a little bit.
Okay, so like I said, with the weapons he's got,
please don't.
With the weapon, I'll just say this: we will, like I said, and I'll stand by it.
Trash.
We will be in the top 2.
John, trash, man.
John,
trash.
We'll be in the top 2.
John, trash.
Okay, we'll see.
John,
stop that.
Trash.
Are we done with NC North now?
Please, we gotta be.
Okay.
John,
we gotta be.
You gotta stop with this shit, though.
Cause
I gotta stop it.
No, you gotta stop.
Look how spicy.
Okay, hold on. Let me just say this.
No, he's a sore spot, man.
So you just said we had the defense, right?
Listen, man.
That's all y'all got, John.
That's all we got.
You can push the ball upfield.
Okay, listen, it's one or the other. So either we can't. Okay, you just said we got the defense. Hold on. You just said we got the defense and we can push the ball up the field. So push the ball up the field doesn't count for anything.
10 yards.
Trash.
10 yards every 4 plays, maybe.
Come on, man.
Okay, John, tell me which receiver's gonna get hurt first? Because Sam Donald's gonna throw it where he gets his head knocked off.
Like I said,
because if I'm Jefferson, I'm pulling my hand early.
Let's say this. Let's say this too.
Oh, man.
We forget. Has he been trash up to this point? Yes.
Yes.
But he's still
big trash.
He still has a very strong arm, and he's never had any weapons like this. I'm gonna just leave it at that. I say we're gonna finish top 2. We can go ahead to the NFC West now.
Is he Dante Culpepper?
Listen. Y'all not even giving him any credit for the weapons he got, so I ain't got no more to say. But like I said, if he don't, like I'll say again, if he doesn't prove it this year, that's it. Because he got weapons.
Okay. He got weapons.
You got Aaron Jones who catches the ball well out the backfield. You got a top tier tight end. You got one of the top receivers in the league, and you got one of the top number 2s.
How well have you seen?
Answer this. Hold on.
How well have you seen Sam Darnold check down, bro?
Hold on. When has he had firepower like this in his career, though?
We already touched
Answer
on
the
that.
question.
We already touched on that, John.
I want to hear you say it.
I want to talk about his check.
Can you say it?
But John,
just say it.
Most quarterbacks don't have this kind of firepower.
Just say it.
Most teams don't even have. Most quarterbacks don't have.
Okay, hold on. Watch this.
He had Thielen last year.
Who had Thielen last year?
Donald.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
Thielens in Carolina.
And where was Donald at?
He wasn't in Carolina then. He was with the 49ers last year.
Was Sam riding the bottom for 49ers?
Yes.
Oh, but the year before that, where was he at?
He was in Carolina.
He was in Carolina.
That was his best year. Best first 3 games of the year, he went undefeated.
Okay.
And then then it went all downhill.
Okay. Watch this, Wise. So, let's backtrack a little bit. You mentioned Brock Purdy. What would he be without Ayuk, Kittles, Debo, and McCarthy?
But he's still.
But hold on.
But he has this.
Hold on. Are they not weapons?
He don't have bad habits.
Okay.
He don't have bad habits.
I'm not disputing any of that. I'm not disputing any of that.
But you forget.
But I'm asking.
John, you're forgetting.
Does his weapons help his situation?
He got weapons.
But John,
you has bad.
You can't put Purdy in the same conversation as Donald.
I'm not doing that at all. All I'm saying is, if he doesn't listen, I'm just saying this. If he doesn't get it done this year, then is he proven to be a bust? If he doesn't get it done with what he's got,
what is there to prove?
He's a bust. John.
I mean, up until this point, yes. What I'm trying to say is, if he can't listen, this is all I'm saying. If he can't improve drastically this year, then he needs to be out the league. Okay. I'm done.
Okay.
I'm done.
I just want to bring back the Purdy thing, and I'll leave it alone. John, listen. Purdy came into the league without any bad habits.
I understand that. I wasn't comparing.
They taught him.
I was not comparing the two. But what I'm comparing is. All I'm saying is.
I'm gonna give Donald credit.
I'm just saying.
I'm gonna give Donald credit.
For someone that's Mr. Irrelevant, he came up by having weapons.
All right.
No. Do the weapons not help I'm not taking away from any of his athletic ability, but do the weapons help his situation? Yes.
Okay.
All I'm saying is, hopefully, these weapons that Sam Darnold has will help his situation.
But Donald
That's all I'm saying.
But Donald doesn't have a clean slate. Is the problem? If Sam Darnold can get past those
seeing the ghosts.
I see.
Now I'm not disagreeing with them.
Now I agree with you. He has to
I'm saying.
He has to get past his past. Where Purdy never had a past.
I understand that, but I'm saying if he can't upgrade from an F.
So I'm gonna ask you this question: How many games should Minnesota win
this year?
Realistically, 10. What? We're gonna move on to the NFC West. We're gonna go. Don't even do that.
You just said we had a defense.
We're gonna move on to the NFC West.
I'm gonna go with 8 and 9, John.
You got 9. You got 10.
Yeah, I'm going 8 and 9.
We go to the NFC West.
Yeah, I'm going with a strong 7.
I bet you money right now. You got some money on that? I got some money on that.
Because Donald is not going to.
I got some money on that.
Because he ain't going to finish the season as a quarterback for the.
I got some money on that. You done fell and bumped your head.
That's right. I'll give him a strong 7 wins.
We said the West now, man.
But we'll start with the aforementioned 49ers.
1. Get number 1 in the division.
This is an easy one. This is a 2-man race.
Yeah,
Rams will be 500. They'll be 500.
At least
500.
Yeah, at least, man.
They'll win 8 or 9 games.
The Rams are gonna win games.
Rams are gonna win games. I'm just trying to. I gotta see a little bit with that. They're gonna win. Yeah, they'll be 2. I just want to see what.
It's a 2-game race.
I just want to see what.
Seahawks I give them a strong 6 or 7 wins.
Well, we'll see Seahawks when they come in and smack the Patriots.
Well, Seahawks. One thing about them, they're gonna run the ball with Kenneth Walker. And they're gonna
they just gotta play mistake-free ball. They win.
They're nothing exciting, but they'll win. They'll win 7 games for sure.
Yeah, Geno's got them.
Yeah.
Well, it ain't like
Geno is what Geno is. I mean, Geno's just asked not to lose the game.
He's better than Sam Darnold.
Yeah,
and he came from the Jets.
Past that,
but he had a lot of traveling, man. Geno
past that.
Yeah. I mean,
put some money up, man.
Honestly, the West is probably the easiest division to pick. NFC West is the easiest.
I'm gonna throw the Cardinals in there too, man, because I want to see Harrison Jr., Trey McBride, John Connor's still a powerhouse.
Yeah.
When healthy on the ground game as well. Defense is suspect. Defense is suspect, but if Kyler can put up the numbers and do what he do with the offense, then.
But the only problem with Kyler is that he doesn't finish the season.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this will.
If he get in Kyler mode and go to running around too much, somebody gonna knock his head off.
And the aforementioned, they got they're reliable.
He doesn't finish the season. That's the one thing that as they say. If you got a quarterback that hurt all the time, you ain't gonna win games.
Right.
I mean, he's talented. He can get the ball there, but at the same time, you gotta remember too, he's not that big, so he has to find little seams to throw the ball through.
Right.
So
now, he got one of the strongest arms in the league, absolutely. But he got the style he has to play.
He needs his lanes.
Yeah, he needs lanes. He needs. Because that's his vision. Yeah. Those lanes are his vision.
And at 5'10", he doing what he doing at 5'10".
Right. I don't know if he's even 5'10", man. Come on, they question 5'10", man.
Yeah.
Because
give him that Bronny James height.
Like his offensive linemen have to keep defensive hands down. As much as possible. It's hard to do, but you just do because he has to throw over 6, 7, 6, 8 guys.
Right, that's true.
Yeah.
I mean,
look like you blind throw.
I mean, or roll them out or something.
Right.
You gotta do little trickery.
Trickeries. Yeah. He needs some.
Yeah.
He needs some help
because he can't just sit there
and just
and just pick them apart. No, he can't.
No, he got.
I mean, he's very talented now. Don't get me wrong.
He got to get in the wide lanes and able to be where he's at.
Yeah.
Right. True.
All right, so that pretty much wraps up that portion of the NFL season preview. We just need to go ahead, fellas, and discuss real quick which 6 teams from each conference, NFC, AFC, are going to the playoffs.
What 6 teams?
We already got AFC. We can go with Houston. You can go Kansas City. You can go Baltimore.
I agree with all those.
Okay.
Houston, Kansas City, Baltimore, Cincinnati,
Bengals.
2 more.
Browns.
And you know what? You gotta throw in the Steelers, man.
No,
the Steelers have been consistent with making the playoffs.
I won't do it.
Hold on.
I mean,
this year I won't do it.
Hold on.
They've been consistent.
This year I won't do it.
We said okay.
This year I won't do it.
I hear you, man.
This year I won't do it.
I'll say Dolphins.
I can say I can say my
Dolphins, Ravens, Bengals, Texans, Chiefs. That's 5, right? One more. I'll go with the Browns before I go with the Jaguars. So I'll say those.
Okay.
Those are my 6.
Okay.
I just think that normally Pittsburgh has a long history of making the playoffs.
What Tomlin did last season was remarkable.
But this year is difficult because all of their conference games are at the end.
Right.
That's what it comes down to.
That's tough sledding.
Because you have to start off with like John said, 8-1.
You gotta start off something remarkable.
It's setting the tone.
You gotta start something remarkable.
And then I don't know what conference they're playing out of conference. I'm not sure what they're.
Just in case there's a meltdown, you gotta give yourself some room to fall off.
Because
you know what I mean?
you're gonna have no room for error at the end. where other teams, they're kind of spread out. Like I said, in the AFC, I would have to go with KC, no doubt. KC has to be number one, no doubt.
KC.
I have to go with Baltimore.
I say KC, Cincinnati. Then
I have to go with Cincinnati. I would definitely go with the Dolphins.
Dolphins.
All right, and then I will go with. See, this is a tough one. I have to go with Houston.
Yeah.
Houston. Yeah.
Houston. Now the wild cards, I don't know what's going on there.
Yeah, it'll shake
that could be whatever.
Yeah.
But I know. But I have to go with the teams that got in last year.
Since he's scared, well, I can't. Only thing I worry about Cincy is Zach Moss being that running back and not Joe Mixon.
And not Joe Mixon, right? Yeah.
I think that's the only real change. That's the very real change out of that backfield, man.
But Moss is no slouch.
He's not.
He's no slouch. I mean, Nixon was good out the backfield pass and stuff like that. Yeah. But like I said, when you have a quarterback that ain't scared.
That puts you on a whole nother
ain't scared.
That puts you on a whole nother level right there.
When you got a quarterback that go, come on, man, we're only down 3. Let's go get him.
Yeah.
I'll take point. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go. That's the catch you need.
I mean, Joe Smoke, yeah, man. Burrow, yeah, man. I mean, like I said, he's the only one that went into KC and beat them, and should have beat them the second time too.
Yes. Right. And I don't want to stop bringing up. I don't want to stop bringing up stuff that are touching to me when it comes to my fantasy championship that was halted due to somebody's heart stopping on the field. I get it, but nah, man, they should have stopped that game and left everything in place, because that's what ultimately did Cincy in. Is that game not being
that's right,
played through the whole way it should have been played through, that had them going.
But you couldn't play it, man.
Fuck that.
You couldn't play it.
Nah, man.
You couldn't play it. You so emotional, man.
Nah, I worked hard that season.
You couldn't play it though, man.
That vacation money you lost.
Come on, man.
Won it though?
Because everybody said,
nah, man.
From the refs to the New York. And the commissioner, everybody said
after a certain time.
Everybody said
after it was damn near halftime. Call a game.
They had to call it, man.
No. Call the game with the points still on the board and the stats still in place. All right.
That must have hurt, man.
You see, it still stands. Right?
That must have hurt, man, because the way you still got the emotions over it, man. Let it go, man.
All this motherfucker had was Singletary and Gabe Davis. I have Burrow.
Yeah.
And Burrow was dealing early.
He was balling.
And then Higgins had to go lower the shoulder, pop him in his chest.
Come on, man. Yo, get it out, man.
Fuck that.
Yo, man. That's.
Hey, man. I said what I said, bro.
But
this is about money. This is about greed. You already know what this
money got lost.
And JJ said, "But the money." JJ walked.
Give me the money.
No, but when it comes down to the AFC, I think that the AFC pretty much, it's just like the AFC pretty much have like high scoring, rev goes, and you got the NFC that's defense, and I mean they're not that high scoring, but they will beat you. You know what I mean? Like for example, you have Detroit. All right, they can score, but they can beat you too.
And beat the brakes off.
They can beat you. They can beat you.
I'm watching for Jameson Williams this year.
My thing is that
Jameson Williams.
Is Love gonna take a step forward, or is he gonna level off and come back? That was the youngest team. Think about it. They were the youngest team.
Young receivers, all
they were the youngest team in the league last year.
Yeah.
Now, are they gonna come back or are they gonna come back like this?
He's got a hell of a receiving room at that, man.
The whole team is good.
Yeah.
The team is good.
Yeah, they're legit.
The team is good.
Yeah.
I mean, because we're gonna see them tonight.
Yeah.
Because they're playing Philly tonight. Yeah. We're going to see them.
So we're going to go ahead and talk about that game real quick tonight on Peacock. It will be the Philadelphia Eagles versus the Green Bay Packers from Sao Paulo, Brazil. As we get into it, what are our predictions for this evening? First game of the season.
See, first
it's on even ground. Neutral ground.
Know what though? This is the thing about first games. First games kind of give you a little bit of insight, but not really.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because like most teams don't even hit their stride until they play at least 3 or 4 games and they feel something. But I think that this is bigger than that because Jalen with that end of the season last year, man, I'm sorry. For a Super Bowl team to go 6 out of 7 losses. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I mean, now this can be a stain now. Like you lose tonight and Phillies fans are worse than anybody's fans.
Punching horses and shit.
You talking about the Philly, going back to Philly?
Remember they threw snowballs with batteries in them at Santa Claus.
Yeah.
And Philly has some of the most robust fans anywhere. All right? Even Patriots, when we play, even Patriots is like, yo man, just hide your jerseys, man. They're looking for a fight, man.
They're a little ignorant out here tonight.
Yeah, looking for a fight, man. It's like when they went to Jacksonville and McNabb was on the field throwing up and stuff, remember that?
Oh, yeah.
That was when, like, they were like, even, now you know Boston fans are pretty rah. They said, hey man, Philly fans was zestful out there, man.
I'm sure they were.
They was hiding jerseys, man. Taking off their hats, walking.
Bro.
Philly fans ready to, I mean, they was acting. So my thing is this is Jalen, if they don't come out and prove that they were the Super Bowl team of 2 years ago, they're ready to ball and take the league back over again. If they lose, then it becomes psychological. And that thing that you saw, that thing that you saw will be tenfold.
That deer in the headlights look.
It's tenfold because really, I mean, think about it. Green Bay is playing with house money because no one expected them to do what they did last year.
Exactly.
And they still have. They're just young. Jalen went to the promised land. He didn't cross over.
If Love takes a step back, what they'll give him, the old proverbial, he took a sophomore slump.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's really, it's all profit.
Yeah.
If they do good, fine. If he takes a setback, it was expected.
Yeah.
This is only second year starting.
Jalen can't.
Jalen can't. He can't afford that.
Jalen can't.
No.
Jalen can't.
No, you can't.
Because like I said, like even you know getting the different coordinators and stuff like that.
Right.
You blow it tonight, the next game is gonna be even harder. See, like this thing is like think about it. It will be they just lost 7 out of 8. I mean, you know, it's like because they're gonna go back to next year.
Oh yeah.
So it's gonna be like, it is lost 9 out of what's going on? And then all of a sudden, the firing, someone gotta get. All of a sudden, it's like it snowballs. So I think that the pressure definitely on the Philadelphia Eagles to win, and they gotta win conventionally.
Yeah.
They can't get no fumble, last minute fumble.
They need to win by 10.
They have to win.
2 touchdowns.
I was gonna say
They have to win convincingly. It can't be a last minute fumble scooping down the field.
They gotta win by 14.
No.
They gotta win.
Saquon's gotta have a showing out. Goddard gotta have a shot. Devontae, AJ. Everything's got to be in sync for anybody to have that.
And the other thing is this: is that we sleep on Saquon. Saquon has a skill set.
Oh, he's bad.
He has a skill set that's off the chain, man. Like he can out the backfield, catch the ball, do wheel routes, all kind of stuff.
He can do it all.
I mean,
he can do it all.
I mean, So they got a Swiss Army knife there, man. I mean,
it's all about health.
But Jalen has to use that though.
Like I said, another factor though,
because he got receivers.
How much of a loss is Kelsey gonna be? We'll see.
Well, we'll be able to see that early because continuity counts.
You can't hide that.
Continuity counts.
You can't put.
We seen it last night.
You can't put a square.
We saw it last night.
Right.
When they put the rookie in, and Jones was like, "Oh yeah, just line me up right here."
And that tapped out there.
Yeah.
Well, he was defensive end the rest of the night. No
Double D tackle.
No.
Yeah, man. Continuity. That's, I mean, like, especially with that offensive line, because that right there will tell you the first quarter. The first quarter will tell you, because they both should get at least 2 turns at the ball in the first quarter, hopefully.
Right.
And you'll be able to tell the first. I put it like this: when they get the ball, who has the ball first? I'll go, okay, well, that's just the first drive of the game. Who cares?
Right.
Second time, now I'm really looking at everything because the jitters are out. You know, let's ball. You know what I mean? And I just think that, like, for Jalen has to, like we was talking about Donald with the I.C.E. goals.
Yeah.
I mean, when you lose 6 out of 7 at the end of the season, I don't know if you've seen ghosts, but you definitely ain't seen the playoffs.
Not good.
You definitely ain't seen the playoffs, man. So, and for a team that started off, what was it, 8-?
Oh yeah, they were fucking smoking out the gate. 8-3, I think. 8-2, something like that out the gate. Yeah. They were 8-1.
8-2. They were 8-2.
8-2, yeah.
It was like they were running away with it.
And then 6 out of 7 went right to the toilet, man. So I don't know, man. Like, but it'll be good to see if Jalen has not have that look. It'll be good to see if Love don't have the sophomore swoon, and it'll be a good game.
Now, if Love just come out and just throws, picks up where he left off and put up a quick 28 without blinking. Oh, it is serious in Green Bay.
Well, and I also think that
even though it's the first game, I'll say, it's looking a little serious in Green Bay.
And I also think too that they have that issue of they also lost defensive parts in Philly too.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So defensively,
Reddick, Fletcher.
If those parts, Fletcher, but they also but the tackle or the end from Georgia should be starting though.
Jalen Carter.
Carter. Yeah, he should come in for. Yeah, he should be able to. I mean, because this is his second year, right?
Right.
So this
is his second year.
Yeah. Jalen Carter. Yeah. So he should be making some noise on that defensive line, man.
Right.
You know what I mean?
All right. So as of right now, just on paper, we got a long season. We got a whole 6 months. But right now on paper, who do you see in the Super Bowl? Respectively, AFC, NFC representative.
Chiefs.
I was gonna go Lions, Chiefs.
I say Lions, Chiefs, or 49ers, Chiefs again. I think Shanahan's back is. I don't know, man. That's a lot. Listen. He ain't got no problem getting there. He just got a problem winning it.
This might be his last.
Oh, if he get there again and don't win it.
This is it.
Well, honestly,
they ain't gonna have that. They ain't gonna have that.
I would probably. I have to go. I want to go Chiefs, but like I'm gonna go Cincy for AFC. I'm gonna go Cincy, and I would like to go 49ers, but I just think that like I don't know if they're gonna have that same fortitude, and I just think that Detroit, after what they went through last year, still have that hunger.
Oh, they ready.
If they don't get over the hump this year.
I don't think 49ers. I like the 49ers because of the skill set, but I just think that the Lions got that feeling, like that pit in their stomach.
But they got to do it this year.
They got to do it.
They got to do it this year. That window.
But
the window's here. The fingers are.
But I still won't.
You know what I mean?
But I still won't. When Philly plays tonight, how they look could change my mind too, because I just don't think that they have the defensive parts to do it. But I just think that right now it's Detroit because of the way they're built.
Yeah.
And I have to go with Cincy. I just think that Cincy's the only team in the AFC that can give KC a problem.
Legitimate enough for them.
A problem.
Yeah.
But I think that I think that the Dolphins can too. But they have to since he could do it on the road, the Dolphins have to do it at home. So that's the only two differences right there.
That's true.
Is that if they get Cincy or KC in that heat, man, I think they can do it. But they have to get them at home.
Yeah.
They have to get them at home. And that just means that basically they have to have the best record in the freaking
Well, we know Mahomes is he's an ATV.
Yeah.
He's an all-terrain vehicle all by himself.
Yeah. But I just think that you get them in the heat in the middle of the winter, it's a different ball game.
Oh yeah.
It's a different ball game because like the cold, I just think that it doesn't. Most warm weather teams don't do well, but for some reason, the Bucks went up to Green Bay and smacked them, and it was cold. I mean, I don't know if that's a Brady thing. I don't know, but think about it. When they went, the Bucks went up there and smacked them in the cold.
They did.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's a Brady thing or if it's one player saying, "Come on, man, it ain't nothing wrong with this. Take off your sleeves. Let's embrace this thing."
True.
Or the team is going, "Whew, it's just too cold." When I start seeing all of this, and I'm just like, "Yep, you just lost the game, Dad. You just lost the game."
Done deal. All right, folks, this has been the NFL 2024 season preview. You got any suplexes? Who you suplexing? Unc, you already said who you. Unc, you already threw it out there. Ice is already suplexing before the show's even already over, man.
You know what? I'm not gonna.
You know, it's the first. I'm not gonna suplex nobody right now.
I don't have nothing tonight.
I'm not gonna suplex nobody.
I'm gonna be kind.
I'm gonna let the first game go through, and then when we reconvene.
No, I got a suplex, man. I got to suplex that offensive lineman for. I got
what, Baltimore.
The 4. I got to suplex him because I just believe that there's no way.
Yeah, suplex.
I just have to suplex the offensive lineman for the Baltimore Ravens because there's no way in hell that you can get the same play 4 times.
Yeah, man.
You can't get the same play 4 times. 4 times a dead ball foul,
Bro.
and then at the same time you killed the player, your quarterback. There's just no way. And I have to also give the coach a suplex also.
Offensive coordinator
And the coach.
Yes, there we go.
Everybody's getting suplexed on that offensive line, bro. I mean, once I see
He's not to run the ball.
Once I see that dude took off with a 50-yard run with Jackson, and then all of a sudden, like at the very last end, the flag comes out. I said, "Oh,
some point,
that's holding. That's something."
At some point, as a coach, you gotta come out, man.
Even Belichick, he messed up one time.
You gotta come out.
And you be lucky.
Once, okay. Twice, the same. How do you, and my thing is that as a coach, you've been running this same play. Either you've been practicing the play wrong all along, because I'm making it a player problem right now.
Right.
But was that the way it was practiced? Because they said that they said that this rule, they're going to enforce it this year.
Right.
So have teams been getting away with this, and they've been practicing in the way that they lined up last night, and the referees was calling it because.
Well, he should never get it again. That's for sure.
Well, I know who came prepared to slay though.
Yeah.
I know what team came
so
prepared.
I just want to know because you have to be on the line, man.
Gotta be on the line.
Gotta be on the line.
I mean, you could even look at the ref and be like,
"Hey, am I on the line?" Receivers do it all the time.
But why would the offensive lineman not know he's not on the line?
Because you got that leg back man trying to get that kick start, trying to get a head start, man.
You about to brace for impact.
You got a cheetah coming across the other side.
You about to brace for impact. Well, you trying to brace for impact is the best way possible, bro.
That's perhaps my team that utilized the least amount of intelligence last night because they shot themselves in the foot every time they got a big play. They got a big play on a dead ball. Every time there's a dead ball foul, it makes no sense. It just doesn't. And I hope that they get over it. But if that same player or that same line continually get plays called on them like that, then that's coaching. That's coaching.
Yeah.
That's coaching.
Well, there was some lack of coaching last night.
Yes, it was.
There was severe lack of coaching.
Yes.
All right, folks, we're going to need you all to share, like, and subscribe here to Suplex Sports Podcast. TikTok.
Hit that button.
You know what I'm saying? YouTube, Instagram, all platforms that we are
Hit that button.
Share, like, subscribe.
Hit that
Boy
button.
Mish, ICE.
BOS to the TON. Hit that button.
Big on Jay Jones.
Play with it.
Hit that button.
Suplex Sports Podcast.
Suplex.
We're going to get you guys next time.
Out. Suplex.
Right. We're going to bring back the peanut gallery, too. Probably, yeah, up there slutting. Slutting.